And welcome back to Golden Bears football after the national anthem, as it is Veterans Appreciation Day. And then also, I believe they're honoring Kutztown, at least the next class of the Hall of Fame class here for Kutztown Athletics here today.
Yeah, Noah, it's the showcase game, the yearly showcase game. Last year, we sadly lost to Westchester. It was our only loss of the season, to my knowledge, of course, besides the playoff game. And I think this team is hungry and ready to win against a lower-placed Millersville team.
But as we wait for the coin toss, let's look at the starting quarterbacks for today. You have Colin Shank for Millersville, who's redshirt junior out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and his nickname is Bear. And then so far this season, he's 95 for 156. He's only thrown 3 interceptions. He's thrown for at least 1,245 yards, 11 touchdowns, and his longest pass is 77. But his running game isn't as good as his passing game, as he has rushed for negative 29 yards. Not a good sign to see, and especially when you're going up against a quarterback like number 17 in Colin DeGalbo, who has shown phenomenal play throughout his career here at Kutztown, has won the PSAC Eastern Division Offensive Athlete of the Week. As we mentioned earlier, he won it last week in the team's victory over the Westchester Golden Rams. So far in this season, he's completed 158 passes out of 236. He's only thrown 5 interceptions. He's thrown for over 2,238 yards and 24 touchdowns, at least passing, and 9 rushing touchdowns of his own, with his longest run of 76 with over 430 rushing yards. A phenomenal player in Colin DeGalbo, and he just continues to add his name to this legacy here of Kutztown University.
Yeah, Noah, going off of what you just said, also last week he completed his 1,000th completion for these Golden Bears teams. And, I got to say, what a commendable athlete, multiple-time PSAC East Player of the Week this Offensive Player Week, this season. And I just want to say he's been really the shining starlet for this Kutztown Golden Bears team. Let's see if they can take down Millersville's Bear.
Now, there's a lot of people from this Kutztown team that were actually on the team last year when they took on Millersville. Eric Nickel was actually the starting quarterback in that game, and also Abdul Hassan Nablet was part of the roster. So was guys like Jack Pilkerton, our tight end, and wide receiver Diego Torres. So a lot of guys know what it's like to play in this game. There were a few guys that I think for this team for Millersville, they're actually not. I think they graduated and moved on, because some of these guys like Colin Shank and Chris Dolan and Evan Morrill, the wide receiver, they didn't play against this Kutztown team last year, so it's going to be a new experience. But then certainly you can expect Kutztown to give it full force today, as we mentioned. They cannot give up on this game because of the Super Region rankings that matter to get into the playoff spot here at the Division II level of football.
Yeah, Noah. It's just going to be a very interesting game, and if it pans out like last year, score-wise, I believe it was 62-10. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of Eric Nickel today.
You got both Nasir Best and Mackay Alexander in the backfield to receive the kick return. Looks like Kutztown won the toss and decided to defer, so they will get it for second half, as the Millersville Marauders will get the ball first to start off this game. It's a pretty cool day today here in Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Temperature's up in right now it's 29 degrees, so a cold day, as a bit of a squib kick by the kicker for Kutztown, and it'll be fielded at the 20-yard line, and they'll run it out all the way to the 30-yard line. So pretty good field position, and an interesting way for Kutztown to start off this game with that kick. Especially without
using star kicker Dean Krissick. Yeah. We haven't seen any other kicker for this team all season, so I suppose in this game it's a really good opportunity for third-string players, or second-string players for that matter, to get more playing time, as this is kind of a meaningless game.
David Burns was the kicker out of Blackwood, New Jersey. And as the ref as they just fixing the game clock there after the play, ran a few seconds off of the clock. And as we mentioned, Colin Shank as the quarterback. In the backfield with him is his running back. in Nasir Best. And he'll step back to throw, and he finds his wide receiver in Evan Morrill, and he'll gain at least 7 yards. So it will be brought down at the 41. So it will be 2nd down and 1 for the Millersville.
Gain of 9 yards to the 41-yard line, 2nd down and 1.
So now 2nd down and 1 at the 41-yard line for Millersville. Shank will do a play action. Finds his man Morrill in the middle. He'll catch it and gain a few more yards, and it will be enough for a 1st down after at least a gain of 15.
Gain of 19 yards, 1st and 10 for Millersville at the Kutztown.
No, I gotta say, I mean, obviously these most of these players may not actually be starting players just because of the position we're in. But 2 quick, easy passes, good for the Millersville offense, bad for this Kutztown defense. Let's see how they come back.
And they'll go again, back to Shank. He'll pass it and find his wide receiver, and he'll hurdle his man, and he'll go all the way down the sideline. And after just 3 plays, it's a touchdown for Millersville. So right away, with just 3 plays and only a few minutes, like at least a minute just taken off, Millersville leading in this game.
I gotta say, Noah, for being a Kutztown fan, that's a very admirable touchdown. A hurdle? Are you kidding me? What a fantastic way to start for this Millersville offense. One of the first touchdowns that we've seen at Andre Reed Stadium for an opposing team all season, honestly.
As that was Kevin Newells with the reception, at least almost 40 yards on that reception for the touchdown. So a good start for the Millersville Marauders. And as they go for the extra point, it is up. And is good. So only on 3 plays in about a minute, Millersville just drove down the field for over 70 yards.
Yeah, you know, it didn't start off well with the squib kick, and honestly, the defense just really didn't look like they had done much to prepare for this game. I mean, obviously, this game doesn't really mean that much to the players, but playoff-wise, this is huge, especially for Kutztown's position in getting a bye and or home field advantage in the playoffs.
Well, certainly, you got to think Jim Clements is resting some of his defensive players, especially within the past few weeks, as we've called some of the games. Sean Turber-Ortiz, he went down in that homecoming game against Shippensburg, and then last week, if you remember, those who watched or tuned into the game, Cody Scher actually went down and was actually possibly knocked out during the game. They almost had to cart him off with a stretcher, but thankfully he was conscious and was able to get off on his own 2 feet. So definitely, Kutztown, you mentioned, they might be saving some of these players just for next week against Slippery Rock, and especially just because of injuries.
Yeah, Noah. We might actually see Eric Nichols' first entire game this season if things pan out the way that I expect them to.
But we'll see, as we got Navarez and Nablett both in the backfield to receive this kickoff for Kutztown University.
And the ball actually falls off the tee, so we'll have to reset the kickoff.
So, yeah, it is a bit of a windy day here at Andre Reed Stadium, but definitely playing in the elements, and it just adds to this aspect of playing football. Just a tough day, and we'll see how it goes for both of these teams.
Yeah, no, but I mean, apart from the wind, it's a beautiful fall day for some football. Clear skies, about 50 degrees.
And as the kick is away, it looks like it will be fielded by Nablett, and he muffs the kick, but he's able to fall on top of it as it hit him in the face, but it'll be down at their own 20-yard line. So right now, quickly, Kutztown almost making a few mistakes on kicking, so they just got to maybe just clean up a few things on special teams.
Yeah, by far the sloppiest start we've seen from the stellar Kutztown team, but I guess that is because we're using a lot more second-string players and such.
Well, Jacob, as you mentioned, Eric Nickel will actually be starting today, as he started last year against Millersville. So far this season, he's 11 for 18 on passes, and has thrown for 126 yards. So Nickel will hand it off to his running back in Keegan Harvin, and he'll get at least 11 yards. But it looks like he'll be just short, give him 9 yards on the run, so 2nd down and 1 on the 29.
Well, at least that's a little bit of a good start to start off the drive. A long, nice run from Keegan Harvin.
All right, now Nablet checks in and is in the backfield. Abdul Hassan Nablet has definitely found his stride within the past couple of weeks, scoring at least multiple touchdowns in each game. He gets a run play right here, and he'll get enough for the first down and a bit more, so he'll be brought down at least at the 39-yard line. A new set of downs for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, no, time and time again, this team does rely on the run, and the run succeeds. It's always worked out well for us, whether it be Colin DeGalbo and Reed plays or Abdul Hassan Nablet's newfound abilities in the tail end of the season.
So first down for Kutztown. Nablet gets stuck in the backfield, but he finds some room, and he's going to reach for the first down marker as the marker goes down on the sideline, and it looks like he just stepped out of bounds just short, so it'll be another second down and 1 for the Golden Bears. For those of you just joining us, they missed the score real quick after 3 plays by the Millersville Marauders. They are leading 7-0 thanks to a 40-yard touchdown pass by Colin Shank, as we are only 12:55 to go in the first quarter. But Millersville leading 7-0 over Kutztown.
Noah, is that am I correct in saying that's the first time we've actually had we've not had the lead at Andre Reed Stadium?
Well, it's been a rare sight to say, but I think we've had a few earlier in the season, a few teams scoring on us. I mean, Shippensburg, maybe Assumption at least had a lead for a little bit, but not much. So after a short play right there, it looks like Jake Novak with the reception, at least he gets enough for the first down, so another fresh set of downs for the Golden Bears at Millersville's 49-yard line.
I like the way this offense is marching down the field. Real good plays, real good play call. Let's see what they can do.
Still got Nablet in the backfield with Nickel, and they'll hand it off to Nablet again. Finds some room to work with, cuts onto the far side, gets some room to work with, and he's running down through the middle of the field, and he gets brought down after a run of at least 37 yards, gets brought down at the 12 of Millersville, so into the red zone are the Golden Bears. First down.
I got to say, Noah, he does that better than most any running back I've seen in this Division II bowl. I mean, the speed that this man has and the ability to cut, very well. Let's see what he can do.
They'll give it right back to Abdul Hassan Nablet, but this time he'll be stopped as the defense read it correctly, and it'll be a second down after a loss of at least, actually no, just mark it down at the line of scrimmage.
No, you would think that we would actually switch over to a pass maybe.
Yeah, but certainly they want to try and run the ball, especially we got a lot of running backs. At least we have more running backs than we do quarterbacks, as that last tackle was made by Christian Matir. So it'll be second down and 10 from Millersville's 15-yard line. Harvin in the backfield. Nickel will give it to Harvin, and he runs down to the near side. He actually loses a yard on this play. Just couldn't find the pocket, so now third down and 11 for Kutztown.
Loss of a yard on the play, 3rd and 11 at the 16.
Now at this point, if you're Jim Clements, you got to be thinking pass, right, Noah?
Well, eventually, yeah. You're 3rd and 11. You got to show that you trust Eric Nickel in the passing game, and then you also got to trust the wide receivers you have. You have McElroy on the far side, Torres and Novak on the near side. You got to show that this passing game can trust any quarterback who's in there, whether it's DeGalbo or whether if it's Eric Nickel. And Eric Nickel certainly has experience, as he did last year against this Millersville team. The 3rd and 11. Nickel will step back to throw. Throwing it down to Jake Novak, and he makes the catch, but it looks like he's just short of the first down, so it'll be fourth down and 2. And we'll see what Clements wants to do with his offense near the red zone as they are down at the 7-yard line of Millersville.
It looks like they're staying on, Noah. I like that call. I like the gutsy call right there.
Well, you got to be aggressive, and certainly Jim Clements is definitely trusting his offense. So fourth down and 2 for Kutztown. Harvin in the backfield. Nickel will hand it off to Harvin. Finds some room, and he looks like he's got enough for the first down. And we'll see what the refs rule, and they will give it to him. So a 1st and goal for the Golden Bears.
Just very, very close there from not being a first down, and I got to say, good job on the refs for making the right call.
All right, so now a new set of downs right in the red zone on their 4-yard line. We'll see if Kutztown can respond after giving up a touchdown to Millersville. So 1st and goal, Nablet in the backfield. Nickel will step back to pass. Cutting across the middle to Torres, bobbled it, still able to make the catch, and touchdown for the Golden Bears, and they respond right away as it's 7-6 Millersville pending an extra point.
Yeah, and Noah, I mean, the drive took a little bit longer, but the ending was oh so sweet. What a good
catch.
Excuse me, yeah. The catch was good after the bobble, obviously, but a good route for the receiver.
Hey, a good catch there by Kutztown right there. So it'll be Burns to take the extra point, and the kick is up and is good. So Kutztown responding right away, and we are 7-7 here at Andre Reed Stadium.
Well, luckily, Kutztown is getting back into this game with a immediate touchdown response. Let's see what Millersville has to say. I'm excited by this, Noah.
As we mentioned, it was Diego Torres with the touchdown, and so far, I mean, he's done well this season. And for him, he is a business administration major out of York, Pennsylvania. That is his third touchdown on the year, on his 20th catch on the season. He's done well, at least in the recent days for Kutztown. I believe he had a touchdown last week, right?
Yeah, he had a touchdown last week. He had 3 receptions, and every single reception he had last week was over 35 yards. A fantastic receiver and a valued asset to this Kutztown offense.
He did well last week. I believe he had at least a 30-yard touchdown last week against Westchester.
Yes,
a big
he did,
win
Noah.
to help us secure the PSAC Eastern Division. So now Millersville will try and respond here after they gave up a touchdown to Kutztown. At least a drive of at least 7 plays for Kutztown. So another kick by the kicker, another squib kick, and it's going to roll the way back to the end zone.
Did he touch it?
And I'm guessing he didn't, but he at least picked it up. He could do it for a touchback since he picked it up in the end zone. So it will be a touchback for Millersville as the ball rolled right past Millersville, the kick returner, and it will be brought all the way out to the 20-yard line.
No, I got to say, from our view, it actually looked like he went right through his leg. Might have even clipped him on the way there. Sadly, though, the refs are not calling the safety.
As is Mackay Alexander, the redshirt freshman out of Coatesville, Pennsylvania, who recovered the kick and at least got the touchback for Millersville. So they're at the 25-yard line, a first down for Millersville. As you got Best in the backfield. Shank will do a read option, and he loses the football, and it looks to be recovered by Kutztown, and we'll see what the refs rule it as. And they do. So Kutztown recovers the fumble by Colin Shank, and it gives another chance for this offense to score.
Excuse me, Noah.
And it looks like we have a injured player for Millersville down. So we're going to have to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
You're listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University's presentation of Golden Bears football. Stick around.
Show your maroon and gold pride. Be sure to check out Kutztown Athletics apparel across various outlets in Lehigh and Berks counties. KU Golden Bears gear can now be purchased at Walmart in Temple and Boscov's in Berks County and the Lehigh Valley. Also, Kutztown gear is available at the official headquarters for KU Gear, the KU Student Bookstore located on the scenic KU campus. Make sure to stock up on your maroon and gold apparel this fall and be ready for the new year.
Follow KUR, an award-winning radio station, on Twitter to receive exciting daily content delivered straight to your newsfeed. You'll discover diverse music, breaking news, and engaging student DJ content. Visit twitter.com/KU Radio to tweet along. Remember to use hashtag KU Radio on social media. We are the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
Stop by the KU Campus Store or Dixon Marketplace any Monday following a home football game to receive 5% off KU apparel for every touchdown the Golden Bears score. The Paw Bucks discount is offered win or lose with a minimum discount of 15% and a maximum discount of 40%. The KU Campus Store and Dixon Marketplace are divisions of the nonprofit affiliate of Kutztown University, KUSSI. All purchases benefit KU students.
Thinking about graduate school? Kutztown University offers a variety of programs that offer excellent career preparation. Visit kutztownmasters.com to learn more or email graduate@kutztown.edu with questions.
Hand in hand we'll go, dancing through the Milky Way.
The Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce is your premier resource and voice for trusted local business. The Chamber advances regional economic and cultural growth through supportive collaboration with business and community organizations, as well as government. For more information, call the Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce at 610-683-8860. That's 610-683-8860, or visit their website at northeastberkschamber.com.
KU football fans, did you know that all purchases made at the KU campus store benefit KU students? The campus store is a division of the nonprofit affiliate of Kutztown University, KUSSI. Surplus from KUSSI's operations is given back to students in the form of scholarships, student activities, and campus athletics. From competitive textbook options to KU apparel and gifts, KU Campus Store is your source for everything KU.
Check out the Kutztown University Rohrbach Library's website for everything you need to know about the Rohrbach Library, from simple things like library hours to more advanced things like PC availability, print quotas, citation information, links to Rohrbach Library's mobile applications, the Rohrbach Library Facebook page, and much, much more. It's all at kutztown.edu/library. That's kutztown.edu/library. The Rohrbach Library is a great public service to all Kutztown students, faculty, and staff, as well as the Kutztown community.
Avalanche, Kutztown University's very own mascot, is available to appear at your event. Whether it's a birthday party, grand opening, or town parade, inviting Avalanche will add in extra fun and entertainment for people of all ages. Also, kids can join Avalanche's Golden Bear Cub Club, which allows them to become junior members of the KU team. Make everyone's experience golden by visiting kutztown.edu/avalanche. Once again, that's kutztown.edu/avalanche.
Don't you hate it when you listen to those other radio stations with those fancy schmancy corporate weather forecasts?
This is Dr. Joe Hurricane from Super Accurate Weather Incorporated telling you it's going to be clear as a whistle all day. Beautiful weather!
Only to walk out the door and be greeted with this? Guess you should have listened to Monsoon Mike on KUR. Local weather from KUR's own weather expert, Monsoon Mike, every hour. It's right here on the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
Americans enjoy 7 billion hot dogs between Memorial Day and Labor Day. But the great taste doesn't stop there for Kutztown University Golden Bear sports fans. Burke's hot dogs can be purchased at KU Athletics concession stands throughout the fall, winter, and spring. In addition to Frank's, Burke's offers a large selection of delicious Burke's branded hams, ring bologna, sausage, bacon, and deli meats, including ham, roast beef, and turkey breast. The Burke's brand is built on a long-standing tradition of providing excellent product quality and superior customer service. So the next time you're at the store or at KU for a game, choose Burke's, the official hot dog of KU Athletics.
With a varied membership and immense class, the passion for bringing music into the hearts of our community ties the Kutztown University Orchestra together. KUO brings to campus the great symphonic works from the Baroque to the present. Overtures, symphonies, suites, guest soloists, and newly commissioned works are regularly performed. The orchestra holds free concerts on campus every semester in Schaefer Auditorium. Follow us on Facebook at Kutztown Orchestra for more information. This message was brought to you by the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
In addition to the online home for Kutztown University Athletics, KUBears.com, there are several ways to follow the Golden Bears through social media. Find out about KU Athletics on Twitter by following @KU Golden Bears. Become a fan on Facebook by searching for and liking Kutztown University Athletics. Finally, check out how to sign up for email and mobile phone updates at KUBears.com. Stay in touch with the Kutztown Golden Bears.
And welcome back to coverage of Golden Bears football, as unfortunately for Millersville, one of their offensive players had to be stretched off the field with the stretcher. Thankfully, the paramedics were able to respond right away, but as they were taking him off the field, both teams went to him and respected the player. We'll try and get you that name as soon as possible for the player. As before the injury happened, there was a play with Millersville. They fumbled the football after a run play by Colin Shank, so it gives Kutztown the ball back right at the Millersville 21-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, good field position, but it is a hollow victory, Noah. Never good to see a player go down either side of the ball, obviously. But hey, this is a contact sport, and things like this happen. Let's just hope we can keep the injuries on a minimum and the gameplay at a maximum.
So as we get back to action, Kutztown will send Eric Nickel back out there to try and get a score for the Golden Bears. He's got Nablett in the backfield, McElroy on the near side, along with Brandon Smith for Kutztown. You got Torres on the far side. It'll be first down at Millersville's 21-yard line with 9:24 to go in the first quarter, as it is 7-7 in this game here at Andre Reed Stadium. Smith goes in motion. Nickel will hand it off to Nablett, and you'll get at least a yard or two, and will be brought down at the 19-yard line, so second down. And now another injury for Millersville, and they just can't catch a break right now. It's really unfortunate what's going on with this team. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
You're listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University, Golden Bears football. Stick around.
Do you like what you're hearing? Have a thought, suggestion, or idea? Drop us an email at kur@kutztown.edu. We enjoy hearing from you. The radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
To get the most up-to-date and in-depth information about the Kutztown University Golden Bears, visit KU Athletics online at kubears.com. KUbears.com features extensive coverage for all 21 of Kutztown University's NCAA varsity sports. The website also features video content and allows fans to follow select games through live statistics. Be sure to check out the Kutztown Golden Bears at kubears.com. Go Bears, go!
Like KUR, an award-winning radio station, on Facebook to receive exciting daily content delivered straight to your newsfeed. You'll discover diverse music, breaking news, and engaging student DJ content. Visit facebook.com/KUR1670 to join the fun. Remember to use hashtag KURadio on social media. We are the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
In 1923, David Javich opened a two-man butcher shop called the Carlisle Meat Market. The mission of Giant Supermarket remains the same today as it did on opening day: offer the best products at the fairest price. With more than 200 stores, Giant has grown to become one of the largest grocers in the region. Giant's commitment starts and ends with you, the customers. For over 90 years, Giant has worked to provide you with unmatched selection, quality, and value every time you visit one of our stores. Golden Bear fans, be sure to visit Giant's new 50,000 square foot store, open 24 hours daily, just a half-mile west of campus on Kutztown Road. Giant. Quality, selection, and savings.
Show your maroon and gold pride. Be sure to check out Kutztown Athletics apparel across various outlets in Lehigh and Berks counties. KU Golden Bears gear can now be purchased at Walmart in Temple and Boscov's in Berks County and the Lehigh Valley. Also, Kutztown gear is available at the official headquarters for KU Gear, the KU Student Bookstore located on the scenic KU campus. Make sure to stock up on your maroon and gold apparel this fall and be ready for the new year.
Welcome back to this coverage of Golden Bears football here on KUR, as another injury for Millersville. So far, these last two plays, they've lost two players on injuries. Hopefully they can at least, hopefully the players can stay on the field, and hopefully these guys who get injured are all right for Millersville. As we get back to action, it's second down and 8 for Kutztown at the 19-yard line of Millersville, following a turnover by Colin Shank of Millersville. So Nickel takes a snap, has to escape pressure, and he gets the throw away, and it'll go out of bounds on the near side. So it'll be third down and 8 for Kutztown.
Yeah, Noah, a very hollow way to start the drive. Like we said before, never good to see a player go down, much less two in two plays. But, hey, I mean, that's football, and both teams got to fight on.
Well, thankfully, this last injury for Millersville, the player was able to be carried off by a few of his teammates. But it looks to be Diggs, the lineman for Millersville, who unfortunately suffered this most recent injury. Malik Diggs, the lineman out of Baltimore, Maryland. So third down and 8 for Kutztown. Nickel step back to throw. Throws it through the middle. Torres was unable to get it. It'll be incomplete. Wanted a flag, and he will not get it. So it'll be fourth down and 8 for Kutztown, and the offense is still on the field. Possibly another fourth down opportunity for this Kutztown offense.
Interesting play call here, Noah. I would honestly put the kicking unit out. I mean, you're within the distance. You have 8 yards to get the first down. That's putting a lot of faith in your offense. So, I mean, hey, I like the gutsy call here, but we'll have to see how it happens.
Well, plus you have the backup kicker and David Burns going today. It's not Dean Krisick. So right now Clements probably just doesn't want to press his luck, especially with a backup kicker. So it'll be 4th down. Nickel steps back to pass, throwing it 40 end zone. McElroy just out of bounds, so it'll be turnover on downs, and the ball will go right back to Millersville at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, Noah, that pass was never going to be in McElroy's arms. It was out from the beginning. Way too elevated, way too generally high for him, as well as its ending projection just going out of bounds. Never going to happen.
Yeah, just a little too far for McElroy to reach it. So now it'll be a chance for Millersville. So Miles Miller will step in at quarterback.
Which makes me think, actually, that their quarterback suffered the big injury earlier.
Yeah, so it might have looked like Colin Shank got hit on that last play. Really unfortunate for him. Hopefully he's okay. But now as Miles Miller steps in, 6 foot, 190-pound freshman out of Fort Washington, Maryland. His father was a wide receiver at Boston College. So now, as it looks like, it will be an incomplete pass. So now 3rd down and 7 for the Millersville Marauders.
You know, Noah, we often talk about how throwing the ball behind the receiver is never a good look, and that was miles behind the receiver.
No pun intended on that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So 3rd down and 7 for Millersville. Miller, avoiding the pressure, gets the throw off to Morrill, but it is incomplete as it was just short. So now another 4th down here in just a few minutes, and they will send out the punting unit for the Marauders.
Yeah, this has probably been the longest time that any two teams have shared a field position area in a while.
So right now, as the ball hasn't really moved position on the field, it's been stuck here at like the 20-yard line of Millerville's side of the field, but now it'll be punted away by Millersville. Looks like should be McElroy to field the kick return. He's become the regular kick returner here on punts, at least for Kutztown.
Well, Noah, I'd like to see what he can do here.
So it'll be punted away by Connor Zam. And it takes a bit of a backspin after it hit the 45-yard line and will be marked down at the 49. So Eric Nickel and the offense get another chance to try and do something for this offense.
Yeah, Noah, so far today we've seen an overwhelmingly large amount of run plays. I'd like to see a little more passes, a little more play actions, something that, keeps the offense a little bit more fresh instead of seeing just the ball being handed off every time, you know?
And fortunately for Millersville, as you mentioned, Shank went down and had to be stretched off. Certainly devastating when your team loses the team captain and the quarterback, the heart and soul of the team. Hopefully he's all right, and hopefully he can still play for Millersville next season, as it doesn't look like Millersville make the playoffs. So, as a 1st down for Kutztown, Nickel firing it downfield and is just way too far for a wide receiver in Anderson, and it will be a 2nd down and 10 from the 48.
You know, no, when I asked for passing plays, I did not ask for that. Honestly, he was close there, but Eric just really needs to hone in on his skills and put the ball in the breadbasket.
So now it'll be with 7 minutes and 57 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It is 2nd down. Got Nablett in the backfield for Kutztown. Nickel will take the snap, hand it off to Nablett, runs on the near side, cuts in back, and finds some room. And after a gain of at least 4, it'll be 3rd down and 6 for Kutztown.
You know, this season, the thing that's shocked me the most about this offense is just the running. I mean, the skill set of all the running backs where you have Keegan Harvin being more of a power runner. You have Neblett being more of a quick juking guy.
Yeah.
I really am excited by the diversity of this backfield as well as the prowess that they possess.
Well, a lot of credit goes to the coaches of Jim Clements and Marcel Quarterman, the offensive coordinator, who has spent 4 years at Lafayette before joining here at Kutztown. So as a pass play on third down, went to Pilkerton, and he catches it after a gain of at least 22 yards. So first down for Kutztown as they move the chains.
I got to say, Noah, if there's one thing Jack Pilkerton does is catch balls in an amazing way. I mean, like the other week, or a couple weeks ago, he actually had a pass where he hurdled a defender to catch it. A fantastic catch there and a fantastic way to ignite the offense.
So first down from Millersville 24. Neblett tried to run with it. He gets stuffed in the backfield by the defense of Millersville as he was brought down by number 35, Omar Ba, the defensive back out of Philadelphia. So it'll be second down and 14. Marked down at the 27 as the clock keeps rolling. You got 6:30 to go. The score right now is 7-7 all as both teams scored a touchdown. Both on touchdown passes for both sides. So it'll be second down and 14. Nickel with Neblett in the backfield. We'll step back to pass with it. Fires across the middle and had it in the hands of Pilkerton, but he just drops it as there's pressure right there by defender. And so it'll be third down and 14 for Kutztown.
You know, Noah, I think this is the longest time that we've seen all season that this Kutztown team is tied with an opponent. I mean, all credit to Millersville.
So right now it was Cameron Boykin who was there to knock the ball away from Pilkerton. So now third down, Nickel gets the pass to Neblett. Has some room to work with on the far side, and it will get the first down after a run of at least 15 yards from scrimmage. So a good job by Kutztown. It'll be first and goal for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, I got to say, very intelligent play there to see that his running back was in open space. Quick little pass and a great run by Neblett.
As Novak will come off on the sideline, you got Cap on the near side, and also Anderson will join him on the near side. Tyler Borg, who got his one touchdown on the season and a big run last week against Westchester on a pass, is in at tight end. Neblett will be handed the football on a first and goal, and he gets at least 3 yards, so it'll be second and goal from the 7.
Isaiah Oneschak, 3-yard gain, second and goal to 7.
As this clock keeps rolling, got 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter here at Andre Reed Stadium on Veterans Appreciation Day here at Kutztown University. Now second and goal as Brandon Smith checks into the game. Got Neblett in the backfield. Kutztown trying to put up another score on the board to try and take a lead here for the first time today. Smith goes in motion. Nickel will do a run play of his own, and he'll go all the way for the touchdown. So Kutztown now taking the lead after a run by Eric Nickel. And so it's 13-7, barring an extra point.
I got to say, Noah, he did his best Colin DeGalbo impression, and it worked out well.
Working out well as he cut inside on that last play and was able to find the right pocket. And now it'll be the extra point for David Burns. Is Novak the placeholder? His extra point is up. And is good. So now Kutztown leading 14-7 here in the first quarter with 4:51 to go.
would like to thank Giant Food Stores as today's sponsor. Giant is a proud sponsor of Kutztown Athletics.
So now we'll see if Millersville can go back out on the field and try and get something going with quarterback Miles Miller. As we mentioned earlier, he's majoring in biology. So far in the season, before coming in today, he is 53 for 113 on passes, 3 interceptions, thrown over for 515 yards, has at least 1 touchdown. His longest pass on the year is 29 yards. And then on rushing attempts, I mean, it's not looking so good. Negative 56 yards.
You know, Noah, if there's one thing that this Millersville offense does not do well, it's play-action passes. both him and the starting quarterback, Colin Shank, both had rushes in the negative over the season.
Certainly the read options are not a strength, but the passing game is something that worked out for Millersville. Only on 3 plays they scored that touchdown, which ended in a touchdown by Kevon Newells. So it'll be another kickoff, and it's a low kick by Burns, and it'll be fielded by number 22 and Best, as he gets some room to work with, breaking a tackle, and he'll be brought down at the 44-yard line. So a good kick return by Millersville, giving him terrific field position.
Yeah, Noah, I mean, breaking a couple tackles there, very, very well done by the receiver.
It's definitely a bright spot for Millersville after unfortunately losing 2 players due to injury on that one drive earlier in this quarter. So now we'll see what Miller can do with this offense as he gets a good field position thanks to his kick returner, who it's only about 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. So it'll be first down from the 44-yard line. Got 2 men in the backfield with Best and the wide receiver for Millersville. So they'll hand it off to Best, and he trips up on the play and gets at least 5 yards. So it'll be second down and 6. They marked him back. His knee must have hit the ground. So 2nd and 6 from the 48.
You know, Noah, he's probably kicking himself for that. He probably thinks, hey, if I didn't trip, I might have actually gone in and scored there. A very open gap by this Kutztown defense. They have to do better.
So another play here, working the tight end in motion. Miller will step back to pass, gets it down the field, and is just almost intercepted there by Akikak Cowan, one of the phenomenal cornerbacks who's certainly trying to get an interception in almost every game and definitely a key player on the defense, but he doesn't get it this time, so it'll be 3rd down and 6 for Millersville.
Yeah, I know, but hey, I love his tenacious defense that he plays, and really, really good to get in there, be aggressive, and go for those interceptions. They do change the game.
So now 3rd down and 6 for Millersville, right at midfield on the 48-yard line of their side of the field. Trying to stay in this game to keep up with Kutztown. So Miller will step back to throw, escaping pressure, and he'll throw it downfield, and almost another interception there by Navarez, the cornerback for Kutztown. But it will be a 4th down for Millersville, and they're going to send the punting unit out.
You know, Noah, in that position, I probably would have actually ran the ball if I was in the quarterback's shoes. He had a very open window there to run a little bit, maybe step out of bounds to avoid a tackle.
Yeah, certainly you had different options for Miller, but he thought he could have gotten it downfield. But I think he's just thankful it wasn't intercepted by Naeem Navarez, the redshirt senior out of Effort, Pennsylvania. So on a punt here by Zam, McElroy will field it, but he'll actually let it roll out of bounds, and we'll see where the refs mark it. It looks like to be at the 15-yard line, so a pretty good punt there by Millersville.
37-yard kick.
So now 3:52 to go. We'll see what Eric Nickel and this offense can try and do to extend their lead here against the Marauders of Millersville. So right now Millersville, the defensive coordinator is Matt Zutjak. He's been here as a defensive coordinator since 2016. Before he came to this school, they were on scoring defense. They were 14th, but once Matt Zutjak came to this team, he turned this defense into 9th. So he's definitely made an improvement here at Millersville on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, no.
So right now, Keegan Harvin will receive the run here, and it'll be at least a gain of a yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Kutztown University.
Gain of a yard on the play, 2nd and 9 for Kutztown at the 16.
So it is with 3:30 to go here for Kutztown. 2nd down and 9 with Harvin in the backfield. So you still got a 2nd down and 9 from the 16-yard line. Nickel will get the pass to Brandon Smith, and he gets brought down after at least a gain of at least 3 or 4 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 for Kutztown.
You know, Noah, like you said about this defense, they are really, really out there to end long plays that Kutztown is very famous for this season. Stopping the runner right there, very well done.
All right, so now 3rd down and 6 for Kutztown University. Millersville really hoping for a stop to try and get their offense back on the field and stop Kutztown in a deep field position with 2:30 to go. Nickel will get it to Neblett, and he looks like he will at least get enough for the first down. So it is a first down for Kutztown University off of the reception by Neblett.
I got to say, offensively speaking, Neblett has been the star of the game thus far. Multiple first downs, a very reliable back today.
As Abdul Hassan Neblett, before coming into today, has rushed for over 715 yards and has gotten 9 touchdowns. His longest run is 69, which we saw here against Shippensburg.
What a fantastic run that was.
Yes, indeed. So now 2 minutes to go, a first down from the 28-yard line. It'll be handed off to Harvin, and he finds some room to work with as he goes through the middle and gets brought down at least the midfield. So it'll be a first down for Kutztown at the 30. They'll mark him down at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I got to say, well done there to find the gap, get the first down, and show that this offense just doesn't have Neblett.
So right now it'll be a first down at the 42-yard line for Kutztown. Zach Button with the tackle on that last play. The clock keeps rolling, a minute 25 to go as Kutztown leads 14-7 here in the first quarter. Nickel thought about passing it downfield, but then just dumps it off to Keegan Harvin on the short pass, and he gets met right away at the 46-yard line. So second down and 5 for Kutztown.
I got to say, Keegan Harvin was not expecting to run into a wall of a defender right there. Looked like he got a little shaken up on the play, but he's up, he's ready to go.
Well, the defender was right there and ready to make the tackle, just waited for Harvin to turn around so that it was a legal hit. And it looks like there might be a flag on the play. It looks like the man reached over for Millersville, and the lineman, number 92, Cole Fazian. We'll see what the refs do. As it didn't even look like they even threw a flag on the play, but looks like they'll give him the penalty.
They didn't even announce it. Oh, there you go.
Defense, number 95, 5 yards in the previous spot. Main, second down.
So they said it remains second down, but so the refs making a mistake saying it was still a second down, but in correction, it was enough for the first down for the Golden Bears. So first down as they move the ball to the 48-yard line of Millersville.
A reminder, folks, we are at the Division II level. Mistakes are made.
Yes, certainly indeed.
So, 48-yard line, first and 10.
Got 47 seconds to go. As it looks like we only have a few more plays here in the first quarter. So Nickel has Harvin in the backfield. He'll give it right back to Keegan Harvin, and he finds some room to work with, running on the near sideline, and he gets brought down at least at the 25-yard line after another good run by Keegan Harvin. Another first down for Kutztown.
I got to say, Noah, this rushing game never really ceases to amaze me. Fantastic run there by Keegan Harvin. Let's see what this Golden Bears offense can do. Almost in the red zone.
So they mark him out at the 26-yard line. So clock keeps rolling. This might be the final play of the quarter. And as they were waiting for another penalty, and they will call it. This time they do throw the flag, and it looks like it will be on Zach Button, the linebacker.
Yeah, very sloppy defensive play by Millersville thus far. Let's see if they can get better in the closing minutes of this first half, or first quarter.
So, yeah, 2 encroachment plays on just 3 of these last plays. So it's still a first down, but it will move a little closer to another first down. So it'll be first and 5 at the 21 of Millersville. And as they start the clock again, and Kutztown's not going to run anything, but they lead here in the first. At the end of the first quarter, Kutztown leading 14-7 over the Millersville Marauders. We'll be right back after these words from KUR.
You're listening to the Radio Voice of Kutztown University's presentation of Golden Bears football. Stick around.
Follow KUR, an award-winning radio station, on Twitter to receive exciting daily content delivered straight to your newsfeed. You'll discover diverse music, breaking news, and engaging student DJ content. Visit twitter.com/KU Radio to tweet along. Remember to use hashtag KU Radio on social media. We are the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
And welcome back to this coverage of Golden Bears football as we are about to start the second quarter. Kutztown University driving down the field after scoring 2 touchdowns on the day so far. One by a pass to Diego Torres, and then another one on a short run by Eric Nickel. And right now they're trying to add another one. Two penalties on 3 plays for Millersville. It's at least just given 10 yards. That's pretty much a free first down for Kutztown when you actually think about it.
Yeah, Noah. Also, I got to say, the fickle finger of fate really on this Millersville defense. 2 players went down in 2 plays in the first quarter. We're very sad to see it, especially quarterback Colin Shank. Thank you very much.
Yeah, 2 players, one on offense, the quarterback and Colin Shank, and then the defensive lineman and Malik Diggs for Millersville. Both of them had to be taken off the field. Shank had to be taken off in a stretcher, but thankfully Diggs was able to be carried off. Looking at some of the stats here for the first quarter, Keegan Harvin ran over for 49 yards, while Neblett got at least 62, and Eric Nickel ran for 7 at least. So now in another run play, it'll be Harvin running on the near side, and he gets brought down at the 10-yard line. So another first down, so it should be first and goal for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, perfect run there. Very, very strong, as Keegan Harvin usually is. He actually stiff-armed a player to the ground.
Nice, so good job right there by Keegan Harvin, getting more playing time today. Been a pretty good running back out of Williamstown, New Jersey, redshirt sophomore. Had at least 155 rushing yards before coming into today's game. So first and goal for Kutztown. Torres and Novak on the far side. So a run right there by Eric Nickel. Tried to do the read option. Didn't work this time. So it'll be second and goal for Kutztown.
Yeah, really nowhere he could go there. The defense was ready, and they showed it.
Now Brandon Smith will check into the game at the beginning of the second quarter. Kutztown leading 14-7 here at Andre Reed Stadium. They're in the red zone at the 9-yard line, so second and goal. Looks like Jordan Davis checks into the game out of Plainfield, New Jersey. As he goes in motion, Nickel steps back with the pass. Going for Pilkerton, just way too high for him, and it'll be incomplete. So now third and goal for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, it seems that Eric Nickel is really having an issue with overthrowing receivers. Hopefully he goes a little shorter or decides to throw it a little farther down.
Yeah, I like that you mentioned that, Jacob. So on 2 plays in the end zone, it's just a little too over the top for his wide receivers and tight ends so far.
Yeah, sad to see.
So now third and goal for Kutztown. Keegan Harvin checks back in and is running back. Got 3 wide receivers at the top. Diego Torres is at the near sideline for the Golden Bears. As Nickel goes to Torres and is behind him, as is just too far for him to reach. So incomplete. So it'll be fourth and goal for Kutztown. And the offense is still out on the field. Another fourth down attempt here by Kutztown.
And it looks like they're sending out the kicking unit.
And actually, yeah, thank you, Jacob, as they will take the field goal this time.
Yeah. Regardless of that, Noah, I got to say, luckily that pass was not overthrown. However, it was behind him. So hopefully with a little bit of time on the sideline, Eric Nickel and the offensive coordinator or even the quarterback's coach can help him out with that.
So it'll be with 13 minutes and 33 seconds left. Burns will take the field goal. And it is good. So at least they got points on this drive. So it's now 17-7 for Kutztown.
Funnily enough, I believe that actually ties Dean Krisik's field goal of the year.
Yeah, so far, Dean Krisik, he's only made one field goal in the year, so now Burns just tied him for at least most field goals for this Kutztown team. But you really don't need a guy like Dean Krisik taking field goals when you usually have Colin DeGalbo on the field leading this team pretty much back and forth on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely, Noah. There's not a lot of field goals when you have touchdowns.
Looking at those first quarter stats, Nickel was 8 for 13 on passing, over 75 yards. His longest so far is 24 with a touchdown pass. And right now, Kutztown just trying to extend their lead.
Interesting to see that, sadly, Colin Shank's detrimental run also netted him a -4 yards, adding to his negative total this season.
Yeah, but it's been a tough day for him, and unfortunately he had to be carted off the field. Hopefully he's okay. So Burns will kick it off again to Best and Alexander trying to field it. And another low kick, and it'll be fielded at the 29-yard line, as it was number 89 who fielded the kickoff. So
I got to say, Noah, really, really odd place kicking by this new kicker. I forget his name.
Burns.
Thank you very much, Noah. There. But I got to say, very odd there, because every single kick that he's kicked off for this offense has consistently been very low or squibbed even.
Well, right now, I mean, it is difficult sometimes kicking off, at least a kickoff. It's one of the toughest plays in all of football.
Yeah.
So another chance for the quarterback in Miller to get a chance for Millersville, and it'll be a handoff to Morrill, and you'll get some room to work with on the far side, and it looks like he's got enough for a first down, so a run of 11, a good start on this drive by Millersville, so first down.
On the tackle.
Always good to see a little bit more of a competitive game, and that's what we've seen thus far. However, Kutztown in recent drives has started to come away with it. I really do like to see Millersville getting some points on the board early and excelling with what they have to do.
All right, so now it is 13 minutes to go. A first down at the 41-yard line of Millersville. And Miller will hand it off. Will do a play action. It fooled me right there as Morrill makes the catch and at least a run of at least 6 yards. So it'll be 5 yards, so second down and 5 for the Marauders.
You know, Noah, a lot of head coaches, Chip Kelly comes to mind, talk about how time of possession is kind of a meaningless stat. However, if we are to consider it right now, in that first quarter, Kutztown had 12 minutes and 5 seconds to Millersville's 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
Yeah, possession is always key in every sport. As another run play right there by Millersville, as it was Tyler Bishop on the run out of Winchester, Virginia. So it'll be third down and 4 after a gain of at least a yard.
Gain of a yard on the play, 3rd and 4 for Millersville at its own 47.
It looks like they're doing a bit of a wildcat option here. So you got Morrill going to receive the snap. And he'll try and run with it, and he gets brought down in this backfield by who else but a Key Cox Cowan. Another good tackle right there, so it'll be fourth down, and they'll send out the punting unit.
Well, no, I do admire the play call there. You know, do something different. Show this audience a bit of a show, even. We are here for entertainment, and entertain us they did.
So another punt, it will be for Zam. Right now we're looking at 11:20 to go here in the second quarter. It looks like it'll be McElroy to field the punt again. As this is a pretty good punt, McElroy has to take a few steps back. He gets it at the 10, and he'll be unable to escape the tackle right there by Morrill. So far, he's done well on that play and making the tackle, stopping him at the 15-yard line, and we'll see what Eric Nickel and the offense can do now for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, it actually looks like his own teammates really stopped the run there. But, you know, good on Millersville for stopping the field, or stopping the return and giving Kutztown pretty subpar field position. Let's see what this Golden Bears offense can do with it.
For Eric Nickel, his nickname is E-Mix, and if he had $1 million, he said he would give it back to his hometown. So, very humble man here at quarterback for Kutztown today.
Fantastic to hear that, Noah. Good guy.
All right, first down from their own 15-yard line. Nickel will step back to throw. Has McElroy cutting across the middle, and he finds him, and he'll get at least 2 yards. So it'll be second down and 8 for the Golden Bears.
Number 36.
Quick, short, precise pass right there. It worked out well. Let's see if they can continue the drive with possibly a first down on the second down.
So second down at their own 17-yard line. You got Torres and Novak on the near side. Got Davis in the backfield with Nickel. They tried to fool him right there. They looked at the referee, maybe thought another player jumped. And it looks like there is a flag on the play, and it looks like they might get a delay of game on Kutztown.
Delay of game. Offense, number 6. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So right there, Kutztown thought there was a player that jumped too early for Millersville, but this time it paid off for Millersville as payback, as they were called for a delay of game.
Yeah. No, I mean, time management, like we talked about earlier, is a crucial stat to this to any team, really, and sad that they couldn't keep track of theirs.
Well, that's why they always say play to the whistle. That's why coaches always instill it in these players. So now it'll be second down and 12 for Kutztown as Davis received the ball in this run, and he'll at least get it back to about the original line of scrimmage, but it'll be third down and 11 for the Golden Bears with only at least 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
You know, Noah, I really do like to see this game, actually. A lot of new, fresh faces that we haven't seen all season, and only a 10-point lead, which makes it a little bit more of a interesting game to call from a mutual perspective.
So it's going to be, for this game, as we saw some new faces that normally don't get more playing time, as we'll have some people graduating next year, a few seniors for Kutztown and Millersville, so they get their chance. So third down, Nickel, having to escape pressure, will throw it away. Couldn't find Jake Novak, was the closest wide receiver. So another fourth down for Kutztown, and looks like they're going to just send the punting unit out for this play here.
Number 91, Stephen Mulville in punt formation for Kutztown.
So now the punter will be Stephen Mulville out of Mount Laurel, New Jersey. He's a freshman. And hopefully the Kutztown could get a good punt out of their own end zone. The last time they had the punt this deep, I think it went out for a safety.
It did, yes.
Against Shippensburg. And the punt is away. And a not very good one. And it will be good field position for Millersville as the punt only went about 25 yards, so the ball will be spotted at the Kutztown 33-yard line. So it's a good position right there for Miles Miller and the offense of the Millersville Marauders.
Yeah, not particularly a good punt, but hey, it's good to see that Kutztown's giving opportunities to young players, especially the new faces of this offense for years to come. Or actually special teams for that matter.
Yes, there you go. So right now, as we mentioned earlier, Kutztown, their next game will be the PSAC Conference Championship, which is next Saturday against Slippery Rock, the Western Division champion, So that will be here at Andre Reed Stadium. Game time is still to be determined, but we'll try and let you know as soon as possible. Just stay tuned to Kutztown's page at Kutztown Football,
as well as KUR's page at KUR1670 on Instagram.
So Millersville looking like they weren't ready on that play, so they'll use their first timeout with at least 9:28 to go. Kutztown leading 17-6 here in the second quarter.
The minimum discount is 15%. The maximum discount is 40%. Can't make it to the store.
So for Millersville, we'll see what the offensive coordinator of Jeff Tomasetti can do. He actually works with the head coach at Shippensburg. Well, J.C. Morgan is the head coach of this Millersville team. He was the head coach at Shippensburg, but Jeff Tomasetti was also part of that coaching staff while he was at Shippensburg. And when Tomasetti became the offensive coordinator at Shippensburg. He became the youngest offensive coordinator ever in the PSAC.
Well, good for him, Noah. Let's see if that young idealism can really help them out here.
I can agree with you more, Jacob. So on this next play here for Millersville, Miller will go downfield trying to find his wide receiver, and another chance almost intercepted by Akeem Cox-Cowan to try and break up the play. He did, but couldn't get the interception as he was covering tight on Kevon Newells. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 33.
You know, I can't really talk much else about this guy. What a fantastic defender, and he really just looks out for interceptions. I admire that in a cornerback.
Certainly going to be a big part of this defense. That's certainly going to have to help as Kutztown goes on to the conference championship next week and possible playoff games for the Kutztown Golden Bears. So now Miller will hand it off to his running back in Bishop, and he'll get at least 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 at the 31.
Number 23, Chisholm Wilkerson. Number 38, Nick Baxter.
All right, now Millersville trying to stay within this game, trying to keep it within arm's reach. Definitely don't want to get it out of hand. But it'll be 3rd and 8. Got Best in the backfield. At the time winding down at 8:50 to go here in the second quarter. The ball's at the Kutztown 31. And a player jumped right there, and it will be against Kutztown as the lineman for Kutztown jumped way too early, so it will be Nick Vosker with the penalty.
You know, Noah, like we saw last week, a lot of penalties on this defense.
All right, go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, sorry about that. Had to let the officials let us know. But like we said last week, a lot of penalties on this defense. They really need to clean it up if we're going to have good playoff chances. But honestly, that's one of the only negatives that I can say about them.
So right now it'll be 3rd down and 3 for Millersville after the offside by Vosker. And they'll hand it off to Best, and it looks like he's just short after at least getting back to the line of scrimmage. So 4th down and 3 for Millersville. And it looks like they're going to go for it. Why not? You're in Kutztown territory. You got to show aggressive play here.
Especially because they know how big this Kutztown offense can get, so they're just going to have to try to keep up.
So now 4th and 3. Best is in the backfield. Miller steps back to throw, firing it downfield for Newells, and it is incomplete, but a flag on the play as Naeem Navarez pushed him down to interfere with the play, and it looks like it's going to be a fresh set of downs for Millersville, and we'll see what the referees look like, what they're going to do, but it looks like it could be, against Kutztown.
Sad to see, Noah. Like I said earlier, penalties really bring down this defense, and they're really going to have to work on that if we're going to have any future.
Pass interference. Defense, number 14. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. 1st down.
So as we mentioned, it is on Navarez. And you mentioned these penalties, Jacob, and last week, Kutztown, we had at least 3 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. I mean, I know penalties are penalties, but when you have at least, when it's unsportsmanlike, I mean, that's something you could at least control for your players.
Yeah, just sloppy playing there.
And I think all of them were against the defense, too. So, as Morrow will step in at quarterback to receive the snap, and you'll hand it off to Best, runs to the near side, escaping pressure, but he gets brought down at the line of scrimmage, so it will be 2nd and goal, or excuse me, 2nd and 10 for Millersville.
And you'd be forgiven for thinking that, Noah. Very, very close to the goal line there. But, yeah, I believe this set, or these chains are actually at the 1.5-yard line.
Yeah, so it's not a 1st and goal, so they could still get a 1st down here. Well, it's going to be very tight. At least try and get a 1st down or a touchdown. So with 7:25 to go in the second quarter, Millersville trying to stay in this game. Miller will take the snap, throws it for the end zone, and incomplete as it was too far out of play for his wide receiver and John Haynes. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for Millersville.
Yeah, no, way wide there. Really not a good look from the quarterback.
So now is 3rd down and 11, or 3rd down and 10 from the 11 for Millersville. We'll try and see what they run on this play. As Haynes moves to the near side. Got Best in the backfield with Morrill, the wide receiver, and New Worlds on the far side. And Miller escaping pressure, and he gets brought down for at least, it will be a sack for number 49 of Kutztown. A good tackle right there by Nigel Wilson. So it'll be 4th down and 13 for Millersville, and it looks like they're going to try and go for the field goal. And they will be going for the field goal here.
Well, always good to cap your drive off with some points. This may be a little easier than scoring a touchdown against this good Kutztown defense, so I admire the call by the coach.
As Chris Persico will take the field goal. He is 1 for 1 this year, as this will be at least a 25 or 32-yard field goal. The kick is up and is good. So some points right there for Millersville, as it is now 17-10. Still a one-score drive. You don't want to miss this one, folks. We'll be right back, so stay tuned here on KUR.
You're listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR's presentation of Golden Bears football. Stick around.
Sheetz is proud to support the Kutztown University Golden Bears. Come to Sheetz and taste the made-to-order difference. Our 24/7 touchscreen menu is made to order fresh and offers a variety of taste bud favorites from chicken sandwiches and burgers to salads, subs, and breakfast sandwiches, all prepared with any combination of toppings you can dream up, customized to your exact specifications. Stop by after the game. Stop by anytime, all day, every day. Exercise your taste buds. There's something for everyone at Sheetz. Sheetz, feel the love.
And welcome back to this coverage of Golden Bears football here on KUR, as Kutztown's leading Millersville 17-10 with only 6:26 left to go here in the second quarter, right before halftime. So, Jacob, what do you think? What besides the fact that the quarterback has gone down for Millersville, why do you think Millersville's at least able to stay in this game so far?
Well, no, honestly, I got to say it's probably for the fact that a lot of Kutztown's A1 players are not in right now in order to give more playing time to the second and third string players, as this game is a little bit more of an exercise in just having fun, really, for this Kutztown team.
All right, now I'll be here for the kickoff, and the Blett will field it at the 4-yard line, and he gets brought down at least at the 18-yard line. So a good tackle right there by the special teams of Millersville. And there's a flag on the play, and it looks like it will be after the play. So we'll see what the referees say on this kickoff. As the refs meet to see where they'll place the ball. So right now, as you mentioned earlier, it is Looks like it's actually 17-13 on the scoreboard. 17-13 Kutztown, still here in the second quarter.
Not sure that's correct.
Yeah, we'll see if the scoreboard operator fixes that, because I thought it was 17-7 and then 17-10.
Yeah, I have not seen them score another field goal in this game, Noah.
But 6:20 to go. The refs are trying to figure out what to call here, and it looks like it is going to be against Kutztown. Hopefully it's not another unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, absolutely.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the receiving team, number 41. After distance, receiving spot, first down.
So it is another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Kutztown University, as it is 31 for, I believe it's Jordan Davis with the unsportsmanlike conduct. So now it pins the Kutztown offense all the way back on the 9-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 9.
No, I just got to say Jim Clements is probably not going to be too big a fan of all these unsportsmanlike conduct penalties that we've been receiving the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, certainly. He's got to probably teach his players some self-control here, at least not to talk back to opposing players. So 1st down, the Blett will get the ball, and he'll run it for at least 5 yards, and he gets brought down at the 14-yard line. So 2nd and 5 for Kutztown.
5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 at the 14.
Kutztown going to try and extend this lead as Millersville's not going away in this game. Over 6 minutes to go. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Neblett in the backfield. He'll get another run play here by Neblett. And he'll get the ball at least. Looks like he gets it across, so it'll be a 1st down for Kutztown. So another good run by Neblett. He's averaging at least 5 yards per run.
Yeah, I mean, he's been probably my offensive player of the game thus far. What do you have to say about that, Noah?
Well, right now he's done really well. I know Nickel does. A lot of guys deserve a lot of credit. Neblett, he's definitely moving the chains right now. Had over 62 yards rushing in the first quarter, and I think as long as he gets a touchdown, he could be player of the game again, but we'll see when we get there. So 1st down from the 20. Nickel will give it right back to Neblett, trying to keep the run game going, and so it'll be a gain of at least 3 yards, so 2nd and 7 for Kutztown. Mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Number 52, Alasakis on the stop. 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 at the Kutztown 23.
As Pilkerton will check out, so now we got McElroy and Novak on the near side in the wide receiver position for Kutztown. Got Nickel and Neblett in the backfield with Nickel, so Novak goes in motion. Nickel will run a read option here. He gets some room to run with, and at least looks like he got enough for the 1st down, so a good run there by Eric Nickel. Another 1st down for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, Eric Nickel, a much larger quarterback than Colin DeGalbo, so he obviously does not have the agility that Colin possesses. However, a fantastic runner of the ball.
Yeah, certainly a good run right there, at least over 10 yards for Kutztown. Another 1st down. He's marked down at the 30. Still got Neblett in the backfield. Millersville trying to keep this game within reaching distance as it is 17-10, as they did fix the scoreboard here at Andre Reed Stadium. 17-10 Kutztown. Nickel firing it downfield for Neblett, and he makes the catch, running across the middle of the field, and he gets brought down by the 25-yard line by number 26 for Millersville. And so it'll be a 1st down after a pass of at least 30 yards.
Well, it looks like he can run and he can catch. Fantastic reception there, and even better throw by Eric Nickel, putting it right where the receiver needed it.
So, yeah, a good play right there by Kutztown University. And it'll be 1st down from the 25-yard line. So, the 1st down, Neblett will get the ball again. And it'll be at least a run of a 6 to 5 yards. So, it'll be 2nd and 5. 2nd and 4 for Kutztown University. I will say, I think Neblett has gotten most of the touches on this drive so far, at least a few runs and a catch so far.
Yeah, good for him. But speaking of that, he's actually coming out for Keegan Harvin.
So now he'll get some rest, the workhorse right there.
Yeah, much needed.
Yeah, so 3 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter, right before halftime. Harvin will step in with Davis McNeil. As McNeil goes in motion, will make the catch and get some room to work with on the near side, and he'll get brought out at the 11-yard line. So good job by Kutztown. It'll be another 1st down.
Gain of 11 yards on the play.
So it'll be 1st and goal for Kutztown University.
Always a good position to be in, Noah, especially after a long play by Abdul Hassan Neblett. He is fantastic in that
2.5 minutes to go. Kutztown trying to make this a 2-score game. Harvin in the backfield. Nickel will step back to throw. Trying to find Pilkerton, and he gets a hand on it, but it's just out of his reach. So, incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and goal for Kutztown.
Very, very close there. But like we said, Eric does seem to have a problem with overthrowing the ball a little bit, and there was no exception.
Certainly something he's going to want to try and correct right before the 2nd half, as Kutztown will get the ball first to start the 2nd half. As we got 2:25 to go here. 2nd and goal for Kutztown. You got Harvin in the backfield. You got Torres lined up on the far side with Jake Novak and Mason McElroy on the near side. Tyler Borg sets up on the near side as the tight end. And it'll be handed off to Keegan Harvin and he gets a gain of at least 5 yards. But it'll be 3rd and goal for Kutztown as that run was just stopped short by this Millersville defense.
4-yard gain, 3rd and goal at the 5.
It's coming down to the final 2 minutes here at Andre Reed Stadium here on Veterans Appreciation Day. Got Harvin in the backfield on this 3rd and goal. Looks like Jerry Kapp will check in. Haven't seen much of him today, but he has definitely stepped up in the role as a wide receiver for Kutztown later in this later part of the season.
Yeah, no, I believe he had a touchdown last week.
I believe so, yes he did. He's got 4 touchdowns on the year with 292 yards. And looks like timeout will be called by Jim Clements. Really trying to take his time here on this play. So you mentioned Jerry Kapp, the redshirt freshman out of Bartow, Pennsylvania, sport management major. He actually transferred from another school here in the PSAC and from Seton Hill. So now trying to come here and express his talents here for Kutztown University.
Yeah, and for listeners out there, not to be confused with Seton Hall in New Jersey.
Yeah, Seton Hill. You always got to watch his slight pronunciation to make sure you don't confuse people.
Yeah, absolutely, Noah.
A minute 41 to go here. Kutztown trying to get a touchdown to extend their lead here at Andre Reed Stadium. Definitely don't want to make any mistakes here. So far, this has actually been a pretty clean game. I mean, only one major turnover by Colin Schenk, who unfortunately got very injured on the play, had to be carted off.
Yeah, Noah. But if you were talking about clean, this Kutztown defense has been nothing but dirty. A lot of penalties.
As you mentioned earlier, yeah, a few penalties by both sides. But now it'll be 3rd and goal for Kutztown at the 5. Cap goes in motion, and he'll receive the pass, has room to work with, throws it to Diego Torres for the touchdown. So lateral play, a smart play and clever by Jim Clements to call, and it is a touchdown for Kutztown University.
You know, Noah, that gives me some Philly special vibes, something along those lines. You always love to see a Wildcat. You always love to see a trick play. And, hey, when we're in this position, like I said earlier, this game's all about having fun for this Kutztown offense to reap the rewards that they've been playing for all season. And, hey, might as well.
All right, so now an extra point here by Burns as it is up. And is good. So now it is 24-10 Kutztown with only a minute 36 to go. So, Jacob, what do you think Millersville's going to have to try and do to try and move downfield to try and at least get some points right before halftime?
Well, Noah, the thing that's really surprised me about their offense is their rushing game. They have 2 very good backs that have been giving this Kutztown defense trouble all day. I think that's going to be their key to the game in order to win.
But right now, I mean, so far, I mean, their passing play is definitely going to have to improve as you only have a minute 36, and plus you only have 2 timeouts to use here in the second quarter. Certainly is a good day here for football here at Andre Reed Stadium. A pretty good showing by Millersville. I believe they're also within the area here in the Northeast.
Yeah, give or take about an hour away from here.
Okay, so a pretty good showing here today at Kutztown University here on Veterans Appreciation Day.
Just again, while we have a couple seconds here, I just want to salute all veterans out there, both active and
retired.
Retired, thank you, Noah.
So Burns will kick it off. Another short kick right here, and it'll be fielded at the 30-yard line by number 33 of Millersville. So another short kick, and at least decent field position for Millersville.
A little confusing there, Noah. You think this actually might be some sort of technique? Maybe they don't want to see a running or a touchdown on them. It's very confusing.
Yeah, it's just part of David Burns' kicking techniques, and we'll see if it continues throughout the rest of this game. As that kick was fielded by number 33, John Bortz of Millersville. So first down from the 30. Best in the backfield. Miller's going to fire it downfield and just way too far for his wide receiver in Newell's. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Marauders.
Like I said, Noah, running is how both of these teams are going to succeed in this game. And, just overthrown there. Not a good look.
So, a few overthrown passes by both sides. I mean, Miller and Nickel just got need a little more work on their accuracy here today.
Well, I imagine Miller didn't think that he was going to be playing for as long as he has today. Sad turn of events there.
Yes. So on the next play, another pass play there on the far side by Evan Morrill with the reception out of Hummelstown, Pennsylvania. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 for Millersville. As we got 1:23 left here in the second quarter, right before halftime. Millersville trying to get at least some points on the board. Bishop in the backfield. Miller will pass it again, finds Alexander, and he gets across for the first down after a gain of 7 yards. So it'll be a first down as Millersville is moving quickly.
You know, Noah, I really do like that pass play, actually. He was facing down a very strong defender there, and he got well.
So another pass as it's to Morrill, and he gets the feet in bounds with the catch, and it is a first down. A good pass there, right there by Miles Miller to find Morrill as he's out of bounds, and he gets as the ball be placed at the 41-yard line for Kutztown, or at least on the Kutztown 41.
This pass game is actually surprising me. No huddle either.
Yeah, they're trying to move quickly with the clock winding down with at least 1:05 to go. And Miller will fire it downfield again, and is just a little too far out of the reach of John Haynes.
The intended receiver number 2, John Haynes, in coverage for Kutztown number 4, Kecox
And we'll stop the clock at 1:02 seconds.
At the KU 41.
Now Miller looks to the near side, trying to figure out what to call here. Every pass right here is crucial for this Millersville team, and they need a field goal. They probably at least need to get 10 more yards for their kicker. As Bishop goes in motion, is Alexander, and he'll receive the backward pass, but he picks it up. It's a good idea to pick that up. You never know if they could have reversed it, as it wasn't necessarily a forward pass, but it was ruled a forward pass. So 3rd down and 10 for Millersville.
Yeah, no, always got to look out for free plays. See if you can increase yardage if you have the opportunity.
So with 57 seconds to go, trying to get a little closer. As I mentioned, Chris Persico made a field goal earlier. Well, would certainly like one a little closer, especially since the wind is kind of blowing here today at Andre Reed Stadium. Now Miller stepping back on a 3rd down, gets hit hard after the pass. It's just too far for Haynes, so it'll be 4th down for Millersville.
Yeah, 52 seconds left in this first half. What do you think is Millersville's shining achievement here, Noah?
Well, so far through this game, I mean, the first drive was actually phenomenal. I mean, 3 plays, all passing plays, and it did really well. They got a touchdown. It went down, unfortunately, after Colin Shank had to be stretched off the field, unfortunately. But they're still putting up a fight. They're staying in this game.
Yeah.
But they're just down 2 scores now. But Kutztown will get the ball back with 52 seconds to go. There's a Zam punts it away, and McElroy will just let it roll all the way back into the end zone for a touchback.
Punt goes into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10.
And we'll see what Kutztown's going to do. They might just kneel it out, but we'll see. Jim Clements has been an aggressive coach, has been one of the best coaches here for Kutztown, has had a winning record ever since he's been here, and he got Kutztown to an NCAA playoff appearance. That has only happened 3 times, including his appearance for Kutztown University.
Yeah, fantastic coaching here. No, he actually got his first win against Westchester at Westchester last week, the game that we called. And, this team is high-flying, and I'm really going to be excited what we can do in the postseason.
Yeah, certainly. And hopefully he's got his players back, Turbo Ortiz and Cher on the defense, because they're going to need it, especially going up next week against Slippery Rock for the conference title. So they will run a pass play here, but actually Nickel will run with it, find some room to work with, but he'll be brought down after 5 yards.
Number 6, Eric Nickel on the carry.
So timeout looks to be called by Kutztown, so they're at least going to try and do something.
Timeout. Kutztown.
Yeah, interesting to see that Jim Clements is going for the aggressive route here. I mean, obviously you're in the position, and I'm sure everyone on the team just really wants to, go for as many points as possible, have a lot of fun out there.
But it was interesting when you think about it.
Yeah.
You do a run play right there on when you have a few seconds to go. You usually think if you're going to at least try and drive down the field, you would try and work with the passing game just to stop the clock. But, yeah, this is an interesting call there by Clements to run the ball.
Yeah, well, no, 52 seconds is a lot longer in football than it is in real life, and hopefully that shows. At the moment now, we are actually down to 37 seconds in the half.
So, yeah, 37 seconds right before halftime. Torres will line up on the far side. You got Nablett in the backfield with Nichols. So 2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line. Kutztown trying to add anything else before halftime. They will get the ball first to start the second half. So Nichols step back to throw. Gets it off to Torres. And we'll see if they give him the first down.
Steps out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
And we're waiting for the ref to see if he gives them the first down. It looks like they will. So first down for Kutztown University.
I got to say, Noah, this seems to have been one of the longest games that we've called thus far, if the second half is anything like the first.
So now, as the clock did stop at 32 seconds, Kutztown still trying to add points right before halftime. Nickel will step back to pass. Will fire it downfield, gets it right to Torres, and he'll drag the feet down, and another first down for the Golden Bears.
At the Kutztown 42, a gain of 12, 1st and 10 for the Golden Bears.
So right now this offense of Kutztown has been phenomenal all year. They usually put up at least 30 or 40 points, especially under Colin DeGalbo. He's just been phenomenal. Today, not so much, but yet we're still a lot of playing time going on. And it looks like a timeout will be called.
Timeout, Millersville.
So Millersville calling a timeout now, extending this half. Trying to get the defense together, trying to slow it down with 26 seconds to go.
Really, the question I have is why? With so little left in the half, you really don't think they can do much.
Well, right now, Millersville, they're trying to keep as many points off the board as possible. They don't want to give up anything else because they know this Kutztown team can score. They've put up, as I mentioned, so many points against a lot of these different teams they've played. As you remember, Shippensburg, they beat them 55-5. And then their first game against Assumption, they won like 58-16 against them. They can score in pretty much all forms, and actually any player can score because they have multiple touchdowns. Passing touchdowns from DeGalbo. He's found Pilkerton, Novak, Torres, McElroy, Pilkerton, and then even guys like Anderson and Smith who only come in on a few plays. So, it's just this offense of Kutztown is just practically unstoppable and put up a lot of points, so they don't want to give up anything. And it's still impressive, even though if it's second-string guys for Kutztown in today. So Nickel gets it to Cap, stays on his feet, avoiding the tackle, runs down the near sideline, gets brought out, and a flag on the play, possibly on a late hit right there.
Yeah, Noah, going back to what you said, Jerry Cap has also been a fantastic play in this offense, as we've just seen via this play, as well as the running game. A lot of the running backs on this team also have their hands in at being receivers, like we saw Nablett earlier in the game with his 30-yard reception.
Now we'll see what this penalty is on.
Foul on the play for blindside block.
So there is no foul on the play, so it will be looks like it should be a first down.
Gain of 16 yards on the play.
So yeah, 16 yards on that play. It'll be a first down for Kutztown University with 18 seconds to go. And we'll see if the clock they did stop the clock as Cap was able to get out of bounds, but they mark him down at Millersville's 42-yard line. So first down for Kutztown. Nablett in the backfield with Nickel. And another flag on the play here as it looks like a false start against Kutztown.
I say, Noah, this is turning out to be one of the longest games that I've ever seen at the D2 level.
So the penalty is against the lineman Luke Lozowicki, the offensive lineman out of Broomall, Pennsylvania, exploratory studies major, and a redshirt sophomore.
Interesting major there. I've never actually heard of that one.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys in exploratory studies, especially on the football teams. I believe Millersville has got a few guys in the exploratory studies. So now it'll be 1st and 15 for Kutztown at the 47-yard line. 18 seconds to go. Kutztown looking to put some more points, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown. Nickel was going to try and pass it downfield for Cap and get some pressure, unable to make the catch. And the ref throws his hat, maybe to signal that he threw out of bounds.
Cover by number 13, Tyler Patron.
So it will be a 2nd and 15 for Kutztown.
Well, no, with 11 seconds left in the game, or in the half for that matter, my mistake, there's really not much more you can do than just chuck it downfield and hope.
Well, right now they still have a chance to try and get closer to field goal range for David Burns, as you have Cap and Pilkerton on the near side, Torres and Smith on the far side, Nablett in the backfield, 2nd and 15. Nickel will take the snap. Going to try and pass it. Gets it a little too far over the head of Jack Pilkerton. Another overthrown pass on the day for Nickel. So it's 3rd and 15 for Kutztown University. And that takes a few seconds off the clock. 6 seconds. You at least probably have enough time for one more play or for one quick play to at least get a little closer.
Yeah, definitely. Really not much more that this offense can do. It'll be interesting to see if they can score from this position.
So 3rd and 15, Nablett in the backfield. Millersville setting up for a deep pass play right here. And Nablett will get the ball, and he tries to run with it. Had some room to work with, and he gets brought down as time expires here in the first half. So Kutztown leading 24-10 here at Andre Reed.
Oh, there is a penalty on the play.
Oh, so yeah, thank you, Jacob. So we'll see what that penalty is on. As if it is a defensive penalty, you can't end the half on a defensive penalty.
Yeah. Well, if it is a defensive penalty, that gives Kutztown a interesting field position with
Holding. Offense number 71. That penalty was a decline. Halftime.
So that it was a holding on Kutztown University, but it is halftime as it is Kutztown leading 24-10 here at Andre Reed Stadium here on the regular season finale here for Kutztown University. So we are going to take a break, but we will be right back after halftime, so stay tuned here on KUR.
You're listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University's presentation of Golden Bears football. Stick around after halftime.
Avalanche, Kutztown University's very own mascot, is available to appear at your event. Whether it's a birthday party, grand opening, or town parade, inviting Avalanche will add in extra fun and entertainment for people of all ages. Also, kids can join Avalanche's Golden Bear Cub Club, which allows them to become junior members of the KU team. Make everyone's experience golden by visiting kutztown.edu/avalanche. Once again, that's kutztown.edu/avalanche.
You're listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR. Did you miss a show? Want to hear your favorite shows on your time? Check out our Mixcloud page where you can hear select programming on your schedule. Mixcloud is a digital audio streaming platform service rethinking radio. Just go to mixcloud.com/KU radio and click on the show that you want to hear. KUR, the radio voice of Kutztown University.
It's on us.
To make sure that everyone knows that if a partner doesn't or can't consent to sex, it's sexual assault.
It's on us to step up and say something.
To not give our friends a pass.
To always be on the side of the survivor.
To realize we have a role to play in stopping sexual assault.
It's on us, the Golden Bear community, to stop sexual assault.
I took the pledge, and you should too, at itsonus.org.
In addition to the online home for Kutztown University Athletics, KUBears.com, there are several ways to follow the Golden Bears through social media. Find out about KU Athletics on Twitter by following @KU Golden Bears. Become a fan on Facebook by searching for and liking Kutztown University Athletics. Finally, check out how to sign up for email and mobile phone updates at KUBears.com. Stay in touch with the Kutztown Golden Bears.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Wow, this song's great. Who's it by? Oh, Billie Eilish. I love Billie Eilish. What's next? Oh, awesome. She's playing 21 Pilots now. What's next? What? She's playing Elton John? What music does she listen to? It's all over the place. Well, just like a jukebox, I play all types of music. Tune in Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. for Jenna's Jukebox Jam. Only here on the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
To get the most up-to-date and in-depth information about the Kutztown University Golden Bears, visit KU Athletics online at kubears.com. KUbears.com features extensive coverage for all 21 of Kutztown University's NCAA varsity sports. The website also features video content and allows fans to follow select games through live statistics. Be sure to check out the Kutztown Golden Bears at kubears.com. Go Bears, go!
Do you like what you're hearing? Have a thought, suggestion, or idea? Drop us an email at kur@kutztown.edu. We enjoy hearing from you. The radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
Show your maroon and gold pride. Be sure to check out Kutztown Athletics apparel across various outlets in Lehigh and Berks counties. KU Golden Bears gear can now be purchased at Walmart in Temple and Boscov's in Berks County and the Lehigh Valley. Also, Kutztown gear is available at the official headquarters for KU Gear, the KU Student Bookstore located on the scenic KU campus. Make sure to stock up on your maroon and gold apparel this fall and be ready for the new year.
Like KUR, an award-winning radio station, on Facebook to receive exciting daily content delivered straight to your newsfeed. You'll discover diverse music, breaking news, and engaging student DJ content. Visit facebook.com/KUR1670 to join the fun. Remember to use hashtag KU Radio on social media. We are the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
Americans enjoy 7 billion hot dogs between Memorial Day and Labor Day. But the great taste doesn't stop there for Kutztown University Golden Bear sports fans. Burke's hot dogs can be purchased at KU Athletics concession stands throughout the fall, winter, and spring. In addition to Frank's, Burke's offers a large selection of delicious Burke's branded hams, ring bologna, sausage, bacon, and deli meats, including ham, roast beef, and turkey breast. The Burke's brand is built on a long-standing tradition of providing excellent product quality and superior customer service. So the next time you're at the store or at KU for a game, choose Burke's, the official hot dog of KU Athletics.
You find yourself on a rock hurling through space of unfathomable extent. On that rock, you are one of many, many people. Let's be honest. It's easy to wonder why we are here, at this time, in this place. You are faced with pressing questions. What is my meaning? Where is my identity? What am I supposed to do? Thankfully, the church provides answers to these questions and assures you of your dignity. This Thursday at 7, at St. Christopher Newman Center, we will be discussing human dignity and all that it entails. So join us Thursday at 7 at the St. Christopher Newman Center if you are wondering or have ever even thought about who we are and what is our meaning.
Follow KUR, an award-winning radio station, on Twitter to receive exciting daily content delivered straight to your newsfeed. You'll discover diverse music, breaking news, and engaging student DJ content. Visit twitter.com/KU Radio to tweet along. Remember to use hashtag KU Radio on social media. We are the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
In 1923, David Javich opened a two-man butcher shop called the Carlisle Meat Market. The mission of Giant Supermarket remains the same today as it did on opening day: offer the best products at the fairest price. With more than 200 stores, Giant has grown to become one of the largest grocers in the region. Giant's commitment starts and ends with you, the customers. For over 90 years, Giant has worked to provide you with unmatched selection, quality, and value every time you visit one of our stores. Golden Bear fans, be sure to visit Giant's new 50,000 square foot store, open 24 hours daily, just a half-mile west of campus on Kutztown Road. Giant. Quality, selection, and savings.
Tune in and open your mind's eye with Mind's Eye Radio, a show that mixes poetry, prose, drama, interviews, and songs to explore contemporary social issues. Each compelling program lends voices, ideas, opinions, and stories into a thought-provoking hour that you won't regret. Catch it here, Sundays at 3 p.m. on the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
Since the early 70s, Friends Incorporated, located at 658 D Noble Street in Kutztown, has helped thousands of families in northeastern Berks County strengthen relationships with themselves and their community through a wide range of outreach services. Every family and individual is offered case management services, food pantry assistance, counseling, support groups, and program referrals. Contact Friend Incorporated at 610-683-7790. That's 610-683-7790. Or visit their website, www.friendinc.org. Friend Incorporated, helping our neighbors to strengthen our community. Listen to KUR every Saturday night from 10 to midnight Eastern Time for the Cat Beast Radio Show. Explore the world with Angie Dorn as she plays the best in punk, rock, and surf. Hear it here on www.kutztown.edu/KUR. KUR, the radio voice of Kutztown University.
KU football fans, did you know that all purchases made at the KU campus store benefit KU students? The campus store is a division of the nonprofit affiliate of Kutztown University, KUSSI. Surplus from KUSSI's operations is given back to students in the form of scholarships, student activities, and campus athletics. From competitive textbook options to KU apparel and gifts, KU campus store is your source for everything KU.
The Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce is your premier resource and voice for trusted local business. The Chamber advances regional economic and cultural growth through supportive collaboration with business and community organizations, as well as government. For more information, call the Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce at 610-683-8860. That's 610-683-8860, or visit their website at northeastberkschamber.com.
Hey, what's this one? I think this is the new 21 Pilots song. He kind of sounds different, though. Did he do something to his voice?
Maybe. I don't know. Is it Panic?
No, it can't be Panic.
I don't know, dude. Maybe.
Oh, hey, wait. I think it's...
Well, if you tune in to Unsung Underground's brand new time every Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m., you can find out who that artist is, who this artist is, and many more just like them.
Stop by the KU campus store or Dixon Marketplace any Monday following a home football game to receive 5% off KU apparel for every touchdown the Golden Bears score. The Paw Bucks discount is offered win or lose with a minimum discount of 15% and a maximum discount of 40%. The KU campus store and Dixon Marketplace are divisions of the nonprofit affiliate of Kutztown University, KUSSI. All purchases benefit KU students.
Choose a Kutztown master's degree, offering 26 degrees in the arts, sciences, and education. KU graduate programs prepare you to enter the workforce, advance your career, or move into a new field. With international faculty, affordable costs, flexible schedules, and internship opportunities, don't miss out. Apply online or stop by the graduate admissions offices conveniently located in Boxwood House on Kutztown campus.
Oh, I love this!
And in the course of the assault, this torture gets more severe. Go to war with me, you're in the blue.
What a bop. Wait, what? Well, that was unexpected. Tune in to Accidental, Wednesday nights from 8 to 10 for all the unexpected bops, right here on the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
Sheetz is proud to support the Kutztown University Golden Bears. Come to Sheetz and taste the made-to-order difference. Our 24/7 touchscreen menu is made to order fresh and offers a variety of taste bud favorites from chicken sandwiches and burgers to salads, subs, and breakfast sandwiches, all prepared with any combination of toppings you can dream up, customized to your exact specifications. Stop by after the game. Stop by anytime, all day, every day. Exercise your taste buds. There's something for everyone at Sheetz. Sheetz, feel the love.
Check out the Kutztown University Rohrbach Library's website for everything you need to know about the Rohrbach Library, from simple things like library hours to more advanced things like PC availability, print quotas, citation information, links to Rohrbach Library's mobile applications, the Rohrbach Library Facebook page, and much, much more. It's all at kutztown.edu/library. That's kutztown.edu/library. The Rohrbach Library is a great public service to all Kutztown students, faculty, and staff, as well as the Kutztown community.
After a long day, the Crown Plaza Reading Hotel is the place to rest and relax. Located on Paper Mill Road in Wyomissing, the Crown Plaza offers an indoor pool, a fitness center, prime steak and wine, Good Night's Lounge, the Crown Plaza Sleep Advantage program, and the largest meeting space in the Reading area. Positioned near many cultural, historic, and fun attractions, and just a short drive from Kutztown University, the Crown Plaza's friendly staff and excellent amenities are sure to make your trip more memorable. The Crown Plaza offers a Kutztown University Friends and Family rate. For more information, you can call the Crown Plaza of Reading at 610-376-3811 or visit the Crown Plaza on the web at www.crownplazareading.com. The Crown Plaza Reading. Work. Connect. Succeed.
Do you like video games? Of course you do, so come listen to 1.1, Thursdays 3 to 4, where I talk about video games and their soundtrack, the most underrated part of video games. So if you like video games and the music, this is the place for you. Again, it's Thursdays 3 to 4. This is DJ, also known as DJ, here at KUR, the radio voice of Kutztown University.
Thinking about graduate school? Kutztown University offers a variety of programs that offer excellent career preparation. Visit kutztownmasters.com to learn more or email graduate@kutztown.edu with questions.
Hand in hand we'll go, dancing through the Milky Way.
Here at KUR, we like to think that we're doing something that not many of those corporate-owned radio stations out there do any longer, providing our listeners with local content produced by local KU students and staff, interspersed with some of the finest and national content out there, all rolled up into one great package we call KUR. From our lovably popular daytime format called Radio for Pets, to mornings with Tom Hartman every weekday morning from 6 to 8 a.m. discussing the day's news, opinion, and debate, to all of the great student specialty shows which range from rock to independent music to R&B to K-pop to dance to smooth jazz and more, right down to various educational talk programs interviewing campus newsmakers and live sports on the weekend, KUR is the perfect package. Check out our on-air schedule by going to our website at www.kutztown.edu/KUR. That's www.kutztown.edu/KUR and click on the schedule. And if you ever have any comments about our programming, something we're doing that you like or don't like, just let us know. Send us an email to KUR@kutztown.edu. That's KUR@kutztown.edu. Thanks for listening to your campus and community radio station right here in northeastern Berks County. The radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR Kutztown.
Hi, this is Tony Morris. Join me each Sunday here on 1670 AM KUR for Classical Guitar Alive. Each week we explore a wide variety of music with guitar, and you'll also hear interviews with many of the world's foremost performers and composers. That's Classical Guitar Alive right here on 88.3 FM and 1670 AM KUR.
Sundays at 11 a.m. Don't you hate it when you listen to those other radio stations with those fancy schmancy corporate weather forecasts?
This is Dr. Joe Hurricane from Super Accurate Weather Incorporated telling you it's going to be clear as a whistle all day. Beautiful weather!
Only to walk out the door and be greeted with this? Guess you should have listened to Monsoon Mike on KUR. Local weather from KUR's own weather expert, Monsoon Mike, every hour. It's right here on the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR.
Kutztown University football on KUR is brought to you by Fleetwood Bank, offering lending services, personal banking, business banking, and more at 5 convenient locations. Come along for the ride. Fleetwood Bank is what you want your bank to be. By Boyle Construction Management, one of the Greater Lehigh Valley's most respected construction management and design build firms, performing a broad range of construction services including construction management, design build, and general construction. Boyle Construction Management, built better. And by Cresswell Brothers General Contractors, offering premier construction and design build services along with a professional support staff and highly skilled carpenters and laborers. Located in Pottsville, Cresswell Brothers, serving your construction needs since 1961.
This is the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR Kutztown. Welcome back to this coverage of Kutztown Golden Bears football here on KUR, as we are about to return for the start of the second half, as Kutztown is leading 24-10 over the Millersville Marauders. Thank you for joining us, everyone, here on KUR. I'm Noah Pegler. Alongside me is Jacob Leibowitz. So far, it's been a pretty close game, even though the score says that it's like a 2-score game for Kutztown University. Right now, Millersville, they started out quick with a touchdown on 3 plays, but then Kutztown responded right back to tie it up at 7. But then, unfortunately, quarterback Colin Schenk had to be needed a stretcher to be taken off the field, unfortunately, in a very scary moment for Millersville. Thankfully, well, for both sides, they were very scared, and they went to both greet Colin on the stretcher, which was a good sign of sportsmanship that you never want to see an injury like that. And right now, Kutztown, they have taken the lead off of touchdowns by Diego Torres. I believe he's got 2 on the day.
He has 1.
Oh, okay, so he has 1 on the day. So right now, Kutztown leading 24-10. So, Jacob, what do you think Millersville has to do to try and stay in this game coming out of the second half?
Actually, I'd just like to come out there and say apologize that Diego Torres does have 2 touchdowns. You were right on that end, okay. My mistake. Anyway, there's really, Millersville has shown, very, very well the scoring, Mm-hmm. A lot of teams can't score on Kutztown like this at home, especially keeping it to a 1 or 2 or even a 1-score game. Mm-hmm. And I'm just really, really happy to have a game where we can call it from a mutual standpoint a little bit better than most.
Yeah, for Eric Nickel, he's done really well on the passing game. He's right now 15 for 26 on passes. He's 182 yards, 1 touchdown, along of 45. So, I mean, he's done pretty decent filling in for Colin DeGalbo, who I believe they're resting because of the big conference matchup next week against Slippery Rock. But definitely, as we mentioned, you want to win this game because of the super region rankings against the just because that's what matters, getting into the playoffs. If you're not in the top spots, you're not going to get into a playoff spot here at the Division II level. So this needs to be a must-win game still, even though you have some of your backups in. But we've seen some good plays by both sides of the ball for Kutztown. Abdullah Hassan Nablet has done well at running back. He's had at least 80 yards on 12 rushes. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Aki Cox-Cowan, he's been a beast on defense, deflecting passes left and right practically, and yet he's so close to getting another interception on the year.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's always going for those interceptions, and you can really tell. Fantastic defender. I love the tenacity, the aggression that this team plays with, especially Cox-Cowan. Cox-Cowan, thank you. A little bit of a hard name to pronounce there, and I apologize to listeners.
No, but so far, Kutztown, the defense has played cleanly, and then the turnover so far have been pretty much limited. Only 1, really. Just a fumble by Colin Schenk. Unfortunately, that was the play where he got hurt and had to be stretched off. And then also, for Millersville, it was a tough first quarter between that and then also losing the defensive lineman and Malik Diggs on an injury. He needed to be carried off the field. Hopefully, I mean, it looked like a leg injury, possibly. Hopefully it didn't break, but unfortunately it looks like he couldn't even walk off on his own 2 feet.
Yeah, well, like we said earlier, this is a contact sport. These injuries are to be expected. However, when they come, it's still sad to see.
And unfortunately, as you mentioned, it is a hard sport for football just because, I mean, you mentioned heavy contact. It can happen to anyone. It's like, it's not bad luck to anyone, but, I mean, it just happens. But hopefully those guys it won't affect their careers in football, especially for these Millersville players. I mean, Colin Shanky's a redshirt junior. Hopefully he gets another chance to play, and hopefully his safety is number one concern, but hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, absolutely, Noah. I can't agree with that sentiment more.
As we are about to start this second half, as Kutztown did defer the first half toss, so they will get the ball first to start this second half. And we're still seeing we've got Nablett and Navarez in the backfield. So, I mean, even though we mentioned that it is like some guys in the second string, I mean, it's not everyone. You still need to put some of your best guys out there on the field. I mean, obviously, DeGalbo's not going to play. He's your star quarterback.
Yeah.
And then some of your defensive players, I mean, Turbo Ortiz and Cher, we haven't seen mainly because they also have injuries that we're not playing. But I don't know if we've seen guys like Nick Palmer out there on the field today, who's another star defensive player. I think he had an interception against Shippensburg or even last week against Westchester. So now as the kickoff is underway, Nablett will field it at the 9, and he's got some room to work with, cutting across the middle. Gets into open space and gets brought down at the 32-yard line, so good return there by Abdul Hassan Nablett.
You know, Noah, I really do enjoy how he kept that run off with a spin move right there. It wasn't very effective, but, hey, might as well try it.
All right, so now Kutztown will be going out to the 36-yard line, so a good starting position for Eric Nickel. As we are here in the third quarter. And we'll see how long they keep Nickel out there. I mean, they have other backups out there for Kutztown University who haven't gotten much playing time, but, I mean, Nickel, he's definitely getting some more playing time here today as he is a redshirt junior. And he hands it off to Abdul Hassan Nablett, and he gets stuffed in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage, so that's at least a loss of a yard. So 2nd and 11, mark him down at the 35.
Yeah, you never like to see that. A running back just kind of facing a wall of a defender right there, getting leveled. But he seems to be fine, and let's see if this offense can move the chains.
So now it'll be 2nd and 11 for Kutztown University. Nablett in the backfield. McElroy on the near side in the wide receiver position. And Nickel will run with the read option, find some space to work with. Will get the first down and a bit more. So at least a run of 15 yards. So first down, he's brought out at the 48-yard line of Millersville.
Yeah, like we said earlier, he obviously can't run as quickly or as agile as Colin DeGalbo, but, Eric Nickel finds the space, and when he runs well.
As we got 14 minutes left to go in the third quarter, right now Kutztown leading 24-10. So it'll be first down as they mark him out at the 47. So now Nickel will take the snap, hand it off to Nablett, and he gets a run of at least about 4 or 5 yards before he's brought down. And so it'll be 2nd down and 6 for Kutztown. Right now is 13:23 to go for Eric Nickel. Another one of his hidden talents besides playing quarterback is singing. So he's got a brilliant voice right there.
Well, maybe that'll get him his $1 million he'd like to give back to his own town.
Yeah, certainly. So 2nd down and 5 for Kutztown University. Novak in motion. And it'll be handed off to Abdul Hassan Nablett. And he gets a run of a few yards of 4, so he brought down. And it looks to be a 3rd and 2 from the 39-yard line.
Like we said, Noah, today's been a lot of rushing plays. I'd say an overwhelming amount comparatively to passing plays. And, it's been working out for this team, so hopefully it works out in general.
So Millersville's calling an early timeout here in the third quarter. So trying to stop trying to stop this team, trying to stop Kutztown from keep marching downfield. You mentioned, they're running a lot of run plays today. I mean, it could be combined with the fact that they're trying to run more time off the clock and then just keep going with this game. I mean, as we mentioned, they want to try and get ready for Slippery Rock as soon as possible because that's going to be a tough game on the season.
Yeah, this game is kind of a double-edged sword because you still have to win it in order to keep your super ranking. But I got to say, Today is something that, a lot of the team, putting in new players, just letting the guys have a bit more fun out there. But that also they want to try to get out of here as quickly as possible, minimize injury amounts. So, run play seemed to be working well for this offense.
So after the timeout, Kutztown with a 3rd down and 2. Need to get to the 37 to try and get a first down. So now it'll be a 3rd down and 2. Nickel with Neblett in the backfield. All the wide receivers lined up on the far side. Nickel will take the snap and he'll run with it, trying to get it to the first down, and he will get it. And spinning around, and he gets brought out of bounds at the 26-yard line, so it'll be first down for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, what can we say? Eric Nickel is a very mobile quarterback for his size. You don't often see that. Kind of reminds me of someone along the lines of Cam Newton for the Panthers in the NFL.
And certainly Cam Newton, a good player, made it to the Super Bowl in 2015 and won an MVP in that same year.
Yeah.
So now it'll be 1st and 10 for Kutztown at the 26-yard line. Got Pilkerton and Cap lined up on the near side. Nickel steps back for another pass, and he gets it to Mason McElroy, and the ball pops out, but it will be ruled incomplete as McElroy never brought it in. So it will be 2nd down and 10 for Kutztown. The class of 2019 for Kutztown's Athletics Hall of Fame was revealed, as this is the 41st class of Hall of Fame. It includes guys like Michael Baldwin, who played football in 2005, Justin Collins, who was men's track and field in 2004, and then April Doyle, who was part of women's track and field in 2013, and even John Fraunfelter of 2000 for men's track and field.
Well, congratulations to those athletes. Well deserved.
All right, so now 2nd down and 10. Nickel will run with it after not able to find anyone on a pass, and it will be at least a gain of a yard. So it will be 3rd down and 7 for Kutztown.
Yeah, no, going off of what you said there, a lot of Kutztown football icons came today to talk at halftime. For instance, Andre Reed was there.
So now another injury for Millersville. They just cannot catch a break today with injuries. The trainers are going to need to put in a lot of work to try and make sure that these players can stay healthy, as it is number 97 who is down, and Ty Tate out of Norristown, Pennsylvania. We're going to take another quick break, but stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University's presentation of Golden Bears football. Stick around.
Stop by the KU campus store or Dixon Marketplace any Monday following a home football game to receive 5% off KU apparel for every touchdown the Golden Bears score. The Pawbucks discount is offered win or lose with a minimum discount of 15% and a maximum discount of 40%. The KU campus store and Dixon Marketplace are divisions of the nonprofit affiliate of Kutztown University, KUSSI. All purchases benefit KU students.
Welcome back to Golden Bears football. As another injury for Millersville, and Ty Tate, the defensive lineman, went down, but thankfully he was able to get up pretty quickly as we can get back to play here at Andre Reed Stadium. Nickel will step back to throw on this 3rd down, and it is caught by Jake Novak on the far side, and he's pushed out all the way at the 4-yard line of Millersville. So 1st and goal for the Golden Bears.
I got to say, fantastic pass there, putting it exactly where the receiver needed, and the receiver, very good concentration to keep at least a foot in before going out of bounds.
So right now, with the clock keeps rolling with 10:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Kutztown leading 24-10 over the Millersville Marauders. So 1st and goal, empty backfield for Eric Nickel. And he's going to try and run with it. And he will find the opening, and it will be a touchdown for the Kutztown Golden Bears. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the day for Eric Nickel. Another one within just 4 or 3 yards. And so now Kutztown leading 30-10, barring an extra point.
Yeah, no, this is kind of a scoreline that we've seen all season long. Good job by these Golden Bears to keep the offense rolling, and good job by Eric Nickel to find the end zone twice.
on a run play, too.
Yeah, especially. I mean, like, he isn't as well known for running as Colin DeGalbo or other quarterbacks for this Kutztown team, but hey, he's getting it done, and he's getting it done well. Congratulations.
As David Burns had a low extra point, looks like it got blocked, and so no extra point there. It keeps it just at 20 points, so 30-10, Kutztown leads here with about 10 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, Noah, still a 3-score game, so not really much Millersville can do unless they start coming out here and scoring with very, very efficient tendencies in the second half.
Well, pretty good drive by Kutztown, as that drive took at least 4 minutes off the clock, at least a drive of 7 or 8 plays. Pretty good by all the guys on the field, and Jake Novak with a phenomenal catch to set up the run eventually by Eric Nickel in the red zone.
Yeah. No, this Kutztown offense still seems to be firing on all cylinders, even though their star offensive player doesn't seem to be in for the game.
No, yeah, it's just part of this entire system that Jim Clements has instilled with these players. They just know what to do their job. They know what is important for this football team, and no matter what it is, the first-string guys or the third-string guys, all these guys can play really good football, and certainly the fans here at Andre Reed Stadium love it.
Yeah, definitely.
And they hope to keep it going as they take on Slippery Rock next week. As that kick will be fielded by Best, and he'll be brought down at the 23-yard line. So now at least decent field position for Miller to start for his first possession of the second half.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what this Millersville team can do, Noah.
So, yeah, Miles Miller now stepping in from Fort Washington, Maryland. So far, for his first half, he didn't expect to play today. He unfortunately had to come in for Colin Shank, who ended up being stretched off the field. But so far, he's 4 for 14 and 34 yards, had a long pass of 15 yards. And on this play, he hands it off to his running back and Ty Bishop, and he gets at least 5 yards before brought down. So 2nd down and 5 for Millersville.
Not much to speak of there. Classic run, worked out well. Couple yards gained.
Yeah, we'll see more out of Tyler Bishop, the running back out of Winchester, Virginia. And then a pass play right there to John Haynes. He gets a few more yards, but it looks like they're just short of the first down, so it'll be 3rd down and 4 for Millersville. This is John Haynes from North Wales, Pennsylvania, majoring in education.
Well, Noah, fantastic education school, both Millersville and Kutztown, so good to see that he's in the right place.
All right, so now 3rd down and 4. Miller rolls out, gets the pass, and it is dropped by the tight end. And it will be a 4th down for Millersville, as that was dropped by Brian Richardson out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the freshman. So now another punt on the day for Millersville. So far, it's just hasn't gone their way with their first few possessions. Their first one was phenomenal, as we mentioned, got a touchdown, but then eventually we had the change of quarterbacks, and then since then, I think they've punted the ball at least 5 times, I think, on today, and scored a field goal in between there. As Zam will punt it away, McElroy will field it at the 23-yard line, trying to work around, and he gets brought down, and a good tackle right there by the defender, number 6 for Millersville. And so he'll end up starting deep in their own territory, right around the 15.
I got to say, Noah, that was a tremendous open field tackle. Wrapped him up very well, brought him to the ground with a very strong force there. I'm sure he'll be feeling that in the morning.
That was Christian Matier with the tackle, majoring in business management from Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. 9:29 to go left here in the third quarter. And now we'll see Daryl Davis McNeil and Keegan Harvin in the backfield. As it'll be 1st down at the Kutztown 17. It'll be handed off to Daryl Davis McNeil. and he gets at least past the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Kutztown.
No, pretty quick half here, or pretty quick quarter here compared to the previous quarters. A lot of rushing plays on both sides of the field, and the clock seems to be reflecting that.
Well, right now they're just moving very quickly, and they're trusting the run game, moving up the rushing yards. Before starting this half, Kutztown was at 164 rushing yards on just 25 rushes before starting this half. But now another run play here. McNeil finds some room to work with, cuts inside toward the middle, and he's running at the 30 and gets brought down all the way at the 21-yard line. So a very good run by Daryl Davis McNeil, probably his biggest run on the year. Phenomenal right there to find the open space, and it'll be 1st down at the 20-yard line for Kutztown University.
Yeah, Noah, showing his speed there to out with the defenders, getting around a lot of tackles, finding the holes. A fantastic run by Daryl Davis McNeil.
As that one goes all the way to the 20-yard line, 8:23 to go. Kutztown leading 30-10 over to Millersville Marauders. So 1st down, Nickel will take the snap. Going to try and fire down the middle, and it is blocked as Brandon Smith couldn't get to it. It is an incomplete pass as he is being pressured by Steve Sweeney. So it'll be 2nd down for the Golden Bears. As Steve Sweeney, the redshirt freshman out of Westchester, Pennsylvania, Bishop Shanahan High School, majoring in construction management, had 55 tackles before coming into today. Made a big stop right there to stop Brandon Smith from catching the ball.
Yeah, good on him.
So now it'll be 2nd down at the 20 of Millersville. Harvin in the backfield. And Nickel will hand it right off to Keegan Harvin. Has some space to work with, but won't be able to get to the 1st down. He'll get at least 5 yards before being pushed out of bounds, so it will be 3rd down for Kutztown University. Pilkerton and Novak check in the game now for Kutztown. Trying to extend this lead to try and probably put it away at this point.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, with a 3-score game that Kutztown has here, a 3-score advantage, there really isn't much Millersville can do without possession of the ball.
Now 3rd and 5 for Kutztown. Nickel will step back, firing for the end zone, trying to find Anderson, and he makes the catch, but he just couldn't bring it down. Incomplete, as Anderson was unable to make the catch, so it'll be 4th down and 5 for the Golden Bears.
So close there, Noah. Inches away. If only Anderson had just, reeled it in. Fantastic play call there. But and actually a very good throw by Eric Nickel, but so close.
So right now that's going to be 4th down, and they're going for it. Right now Kutztown on the day is 1 for 2 on 4th down conversions. And we'll see what they're going to try and do, if they're going to make a play or if they're going to try and get a man off sides. It's worked a couple times. So 4th down, Nickel going to try and find the end zone, and he will be brought down by this defensive line of Millersville. So another turnover on downs. They're 1 for 3 on 4th downs today, and Millersville will get the ball back.
Well, Noah, really not much he could do there, and a good play by this Millersville defense to turn the ball over. Let's see if this offense can take advantage of the turnover.
So Darrell Reed will get the credit for the sack. He has now got 1.5 sacks on the season. He is majoring in childhood education from Lakewood, New Jersey. So what is an unnecessary roughness call against Kutztown. Looks like it was after the play, and it was the lineman, number 67.
No, just penalties on this Kutztown team. Very, very sloppy.
Yeah, not a good day for Kutztown, at least on the penalties. They've just got to clean up their play, especially as they go against Slippery Rock next week. That game will be here at Andre Reed Stadium, the conference championship for the PSAC. Be sure to tune into that. We still don't know the time yet, but we'll try and let you know as soon as possible. Be sure to stay tuned to KUR and the Kutztown football page for that information. Has a run right there by Miles Miller, gets at least 3 yards, so it'll be second down and 7 for Millersville. 7 minutes to go. Right now, Millersville going to try and respond after stopping Kutztown on the turnover on downs. Bishop runs to the near side, but it'll be a fake by the wide receiver, number 7. Another trick play right there for Millersville. They've done it well today, and it works, so it'll be a first down after the run by Evan Morrill.
Yeah, fantastic run there, and it looks like we have another player injured on the Kutztown side this time.
Well, unfortunately, another injury on the day for both sides, as this one will be for Kutztown's number 48 in Corey Tomasetti. So we are going to take a quick break, but we will be right back after this.
You're listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University's presentation of Golden Bears football. Stick around.
KU football fans, did you know that all purchases made at the KU campus store benefit KU students? The campus store is a division of the nonprofit affiliate of Kutztown University, KUSSI. Surplus from KUSSI's operations is given back to students in the form of scholarships, student activities, and campus athletics. From competitive textbook options to KU apparel and gifts, KU Campus Store is your source for everything KU.
And welcome back to this coverage of Kutztown Golden Bears football here on KUR, as Kutztown's leading 30-10 after an injury timeout to help with the defensive player Corey Tomasetti for Kutztown. So now next play, Morrill will get another play.
Number 7, Aaron Morrill on the carry, brought down by number 41, Amani Justice.
As it will be a run after at least 4 yards, so second down and 6 for Millersville.
I got to say,
Morrill.
Morrill, thank you very much, Noah, has been a fantastic runner of the ball for this Millersville offense. It seems to be that he's actually checking in as quarterback now.
So now another pass play. Morrill gets swallowed up by the defense of Kutztown as number 93 with the sack. Phenomenal right there by the defensive player as he loses at least 4 yards. So as it was Hez Trahan out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, redshirt senior. So good play right there. It's third down and 14 for Millersville. And now they'll stick with Evan Morrill at quarterback. Got one man in the backfield in Richardson. Morrill going to fire across the middle and just short for Newells, the wide receiver. Kevon Newells out of East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. And so will be a fourth down. We got 5:20 to go here in the third quarter. So now McElroy will get another punt return here for Kutztown University.
He has been very dependable in that field, Noah, and I'm glad to see that they're giving him time to do so.
So Zam with another punt on the day. I believe it's the 7th or 8th punt for him today. And he will get the punt away. Pretty good punt, if you had to say so, right? At least 30 yards. And then we'll roll all the way out at the 15. And back to work for Eric Nickel and this offense.
Yeah, no, fantastic punt there. Like you said, Noah, crept right out of bounds there. So really no return there for Mason McElroy. So Noah, with about 5 minutes and 11 seconds left in the third quarter, what do you think Millersville can do to come back in this game?
Well, right now, I mean, they did well in the last drive, trying to shut down Kutztown's offense on the turnover on downs. But they need a stop right here, but they need touchdowns because it's getting too late to just being relying on field goals. But they need at least one more touchdown in this quarter to at least stay within arm's reach of this game. So now it'll be first down at the 16-yard line for Kutztown, and it looks like it was Jordan Davis with the run, but he got brought down right at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be second down for Kutztown.
I gotta say, good on head coach Jim Clements for giving lesser-known players more playing time, especially today in a rather meaningless game.
So right now, 2nd down and 9 as Torres and Novak are on the near side. This clock will keep rolling. Got 4:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We got one man in the backfield for Kutztown and Davis. And Cap gets the reception right there from Nickel, but he gets at least 3 yards, so it'll be 3rd down and 6 for Kutztown. Right now you got 4:18 to go. As you mentioned, Kutztown is pretty good in the rankings. They came in today as 17th in the PSAC regular rankings. Or, well, not PSAC, just NCAA rankings. A phenomenal year for Kutztown as they're going to try and keep up with Slippery Rock in the rankings and try and win that division or the conference title next week.
Yeah, no, Slippery Rock is not a team to be meddled with. It'll be a very interesting game.
So on 3rd down, Nickel had to escape pressure and had a chance to get to Pilkerton, but Pilkerton was unable to make the catch. So now 4th down for Kutztown University, and they'll punt it right back to Millersville.
Well, not a lot of interesting football here, but hey, that's just how it goes sometimes. You win some and you lose some, Noah.
Well, right there on that play, Nickel, he escaped pressure. Just I think Pilkerton took his eyes off the ball way too quick.
Yeah, seemed like he thought that he was already just going to recept it.
So it will be Stephen Mulville with the punt, and he gets it away, almost blocked right there. And they'll roll all the way to Kutztown, to Millersville's 45.
I got to say, significantly better punt than he had last time. Real improvement.
So now we'll give at least a pretty good starting position for Millersville, as it seems that we haven't seen much of Miles Miller, at least within the past couple of plays. Looks like they're just changing things up here at least at quarterback. And Evan Morrill, who's done well at the receiving position, gets another chance, and he'll run it with it this time, and he looks like he tries to reach for the 1st down, and they will give it to him. So right away, another 1st down for Millersville.
Yeah, Morrill has been fantastic on the run today. I believe that's his first down in as many as 5 minutes. Fantastic.
So 3 minutes to go. A 1st down at the Kutztown 44. Got one man in the backfield in Nasir Best. So Morrill will run with it again, but he gets brought down this time very quickly by number 22 and Chase Stevenson, who had a big interception last week against Westchester.
Yeah, really cemented Kutztown's win on the game, and just a great overall performance by the Kutztown defense last week against Westchester.
So now 2nd down and 9. Best still in the backfield. Got 3 receivers lined up on the near side. And Best will get the ball, and he gets back at least to the line of scrimmage, but it'll be a gain of 0, so it'll be 3rd down and 9 for Millersville. They shift the defensive unit players. Definitely, you just see right there a lot of defensive players coming on and a lot of defensive players coming off. That just shows how much trust Jim Clements has in his defense, just shifting players around.
Yeah, no, it also shows the depth of this Kutztown team.
So now on 3rd down, Morrill trying to escape pressure, fires it downfield. Newells is unable to get it, and it is intercepted. And we'll try and see who it is. And it's not Cox Cowan, but it looks to be Nick Palmer. Another interception for him. We haven't mentioned his name all day, but now he got his chance, and he makes the interception. It's his 4th interception on the season.
That is one of the most fantastic interceptions I've ever seen. He was going down, yet bobbling it as well, accordingly, with the receiver, and just happened to get it in at the last second. Fantastic interception there by this Kutztown defense. Fantastic interception by the man himself.
I believe Newell's, the wide receiver, Kevon Newell's, at least got a hand on the ball, but somehow Nick Palmer ended up with it. It's just phenomenal how he was able to bring that down, especially with the tight coverage.
Well, that shows, Noah, this defense is one not to be questioned.
So now it'll be a first down as the interception was made at the 7-yard line, and Nickel will hand it off to his running back in Keegan Harvin, and he'll get at least 7 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 3 for Kutztown University. There's only about a minute 45 to go as left in this third quarter. Kutztown hoping to just somehow put up another score that could possibly end this game, at least from being out of reach for Millersville.
Yeah, another score pretty much would cement their victory here.
So 2nd down and 4. 17 seconds on the play clock. Nickel will take the snap. And he will get sacked by number 36 of this Millersville defense. A phenomenal tackle right there. And it will be a sack and a loss of a few yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 14 for Kutztown University.
Very, very close to a safety there. He'll be thanking his lucky stars he didn't roll into that end zone.
As it was Isaiah Onuschak, the redshirt freshman out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, with the sack. That's his 7th sack on the year. As we got 40 seconds to go, Kutztown trying to get out of their own backfield, at least at the end zone. 3rd down and 14. Nickel gets some room to work with, and we'll see if he gets the first down. It looks like he does, so phenomenal run right there by Eric Nickel, taking pretty much the chance to get out of his own backfield, and he gets it. So a first down for Kutztown at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Noah, fantastic running by Eric Nickel in this game thus far. He's really come in clutch when we needed him to.
And it looks like they're just going to let this one roll out as we reach the end of the third quarter. 15 minutes left for the regular season of Kutztown University. They're just getting ready to wrap this one up as they lead at the end of the third quarter, 30-10 over Millersville. We will take a break, but stay tuned. We will be right back after this.
You're listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University's presentation of Golden Bears football. Stick around.
Kelly's Sports is your apparel headquarters for Kutztown University Athletics, with store locations in Westchester and Reading and online stores at kellysteamsports.com. Kelly's offers simple setup, easy ordering, quick turnaround, and no hassles for athletic teams and organizations. You focus on winning games, Kelly's makes sure you look good doing it. Kelly's Sports, since 1972, outfitting team sports is what we do.
Welcome back to this coverage of Golden Bears football here on KUR as Kutztown is leading 30-10 as we start the fourth quarter. Right now, Kutztown has done phenomenal all day. The play by Eric Nickel. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. And right now, as the fourth quarter stats come in right before we start, we got right now Nickel's 17 for 32, over 205 yards passing. 1 touchdown on the passing game, but then he's got 2 in the rushing. Definitely filling in for what Colin DeGalbo has done for the past couple of weeks this season.
Yeah, he also got to consider 74 yards rushing. Fantastic by a quarterback.
So right now, as it looks like it's Davis McNeil with the run, he'll be brought down after at least 3 yards. So it'll be actually only a gain of 1, so 2nd down and 9 for Kutztown. Also, you got to mention, so far in Kutztown's day, 24 first downs. Unbelievable. That's really good right there for Kutztown University.
That stat really stands out, especially when you consider Millersville only has 9.
Yeah, definitely a lot of possession for Kutztown University getting those first downs. And it'll be handed off to Davis McNeil again. Works around a guy, and then he gets brought down after a gain of at least 6. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 for Kutztown University.
Like we said here, lots of run plays on both sides of the field, and they seem to be working.
And now another player is down for Millersville. It's Ty Tate again. Unfortunately, another injury for him. He was down earlier. Thankfully, he was able to come back out, but certainly is hurt again. But we are going to take another quick break, but stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University's presentation of Golden Bears football. Stick around.
Kutztown University football on KUR is brought to you by J.P. Mascaro & Sons. Is your company receiving the most money for its recyclables? J.P. Mascaro & Sons' new state-of-the-art facility, Total Recycle, pays top dollar for your materials. Protect the environment and earn money. Call 1-866-66-TOTAL to have our experts give you a free estimate. By the John Monahan Realtors Group of Kutztown, providing the best real estate services in the surrounding area. Make your move with Monahan. And by East Penn, the home of Deca Battery in Lyon Station. Passion for power. That's East Penn Manufacturing.
And welcome back to Golden Bears football here on KUR. As another injury for Millersville as Ty Tate went down again. Hopefully he's okay. Now as we got 14:09 to go here in the fourth quarter, Millersville just trying to at least keep this game at a close score, as Kutztown has done well so far today. As it is third down, Kutztown is 8 for 14 on third downs today. Nickel steps back, trying to fire it downfield for Davis McNeil, and he looks so close, but he bobbled it. I thought he made the catch, but he didn't, as it is incomplete, and he wishes he could have had that one back, as it's going to be fourth down for the Golden Bears.
Absolutely, Noah. Although I do got to give Eric Nickel credit for really sharpening up his passing game. A lot better than we saw in the first half, and very, very close there to see McNeil get his first long grab of the season.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I mean, before this quarter started, he was 17 for 32. At least 5 of those passes, I think, for Eric Nickel were just because they were overthrown.
Yeah.
Too far out of guys' reach. So now a punt here for Kutztown University, and it will go to number 6. Number 6 was unable to field it for Millersville, and it will be fielded at the 28-yard line. Or no, 27-yard line for Millersville. So now another chance to try and put up more points for Millersville. They've only put up one touchdown on the day, and that was at the very beginning of the game. But since then, it's sort of just gone quiet for Millersville so far. On the passing game, they've only gotten at least 105 yards on passing today, and only 47 yards rushing. And now as Morrill will hand it off to Best, the running back, and he will be brought down after a gain of at least 2 yards. So second down and 8 for Millersville. So we mentioned Nasir Best Nasir Best, a freshman out of Piscataway, New Jersey, majoring in criminology. He's only had 45 rushing yards on the season. His longest run is 12. So now Best goes in motion. Morrill will be brought down as he tried to get going, but he looks like he was brought down in the backfield. And a little bit of tension right there as one of the linemen for Kutztown could have been holding on to his feet. And it will be third down and 10.
Very interesting play call here, Noah. They seem to be bringing it to Morrill pretty much every play for a run, either Morrill or Best.
Yeah, certainly just trying to play it safe and just work the rushing yards. I mean, the rushing game hasn't worked for them all day. But certainly just the style of play for Morrill. So it's third down and 10, and they try to do another run play, and he's just brought down real quick by number 49 to Kutztown. And it will be a fourth down after a loss of at least 5 yards.
I got to say, no, a very uninspired play calling by the head coach for Millersville. Very similar plays every play, and Kutztown's defense seems to be right on top of them.
Well, the head coach of Millersville is J.C. Morgan, who was at Shippensburg for over 13 years, but has a pretty good resume. He's won the PSAC Eastern Division title twice, and he won the championship for the conference at least once, and has had 3 playoff appearances. So as that punt by Zam goes past McElroy, and it will roll all the way slowly to the 27-yard line of Kutztown.
Yeah. So, Noah, with roughly 12 minutes left to go in the game, what can you expect for this Kutztown team?
Well, right now I think they certainly want to try and get out of here as soon as possible. I mean, there's only 11:48 to go. We're probably going to see a lot of run plays like how we've seen all day. The running backs are getting a lot of work. I mean, certainly you look at the yards. I mean, only 210 passing yards before the start of this quarter. Not a lot, really, on today. But so far, I mean, it's been at least a pretty good offensive day considering over 500 yards of total offense.
Yeah, no, an offensive showing, a spectacle even, from this Kutztown team.
So now it'll be first down from the 27-yard line of Kutztown. Nickel will hand it off to his running back, and it looks like he'll be brought down after a gain of at least 8 yards. So good run there by Jordan Davis. So it is second down and 8 for Kutztown. Right now, the Kutztown's getting ready for Slippery Rock. Definitely going to keep them on the mind of this football team. Slippery Rock, one of the top teams in football. I don't think Kutztown's played them at all this year, especially when they played Western Conference teams.
Yeah, they have not played Slippery Rock all season, so it'll be a very interesting matchup, to say the least.
So a run there by Jordan Davis should be enough for a first down. A good run right there, and it'll be another set of downs for Kutztown. Looks to be at least their 25th first down on the day.
Yet another first down for this Kutztown team. An impressive, I believe that's the 25th?
Yeah, 25th first down. It's just unbelievable what they've been able to do, just moving the chains every time.
Yeah.
At least once per drive, and at least probably on a good drive, at least 7 times. So now first down for Kutztown at their own 41-yard line. And Davis will get the run, but he gets brought down right near the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they take a yard away. And it looks like he at least got a yard, so second down and 9. Mark him down at the 42. Right now with 10:35 to go in this fourth quarter. Looking at Slippery Rock, they're 9-0. They're undefeated at home. They're going to have to travel here to Kutztown for this game. But similarly enough, they score a lot of points just like Kutztown. So when they took on this Millersville team, they won 49-0. And that was back on September 21st. Right now today, they're taking on Gannon University today for their final game. And Nickel trying to escape pressure on this play, and he gets brought down in the backfield by this defense of Millersville. And there will be a third down and 12.
Very, very interesting to see how the game next week folds out. I'm expecting a shootout, something with a very high score for both teams.
Yeah, definitely high scoring, considering both teams have phenomenal offenses and terrific defenses. Definitely a game you guys want to tune into or show up here at Kutztown or on KUR or even KUTV.
Yeah, but, listening is better than viewing in some aspects.
All right, so now 9:30 to go. Third down and 12. He'll be handed off to Davis again, and he gets brought down after at least a gain of 7 yards. So it'll be fourth down and 5. It'll be fourth down and 7 for Kutztown University. And right now, Nickel and the offense still out on the field with the clock keep rolling at 9 minutes. And they will bring out the punting unit. So far, the game is starting to die down. Both teams just punting back and forth, if you have to say so.
Yeah, not really much to call here. That's why I've been generally pretty silent. Kutztown with a very, very sizable lead here. Not really much inspired play calling to end this game. Blow the whistle, ref.
Well, right now, they just don't want to call anything stupid. They're just trying to be smart. As the punt will be kicked away. And a pretty good punt right there, and it will be down at the 1. So, if anything, it's a terrific punt by Mulville. A terrific job by the freshman, who hasn't really gotten any playing time all year. So
Yeah.
definitely a good spot for his resume here for Kutztown football.
Well, hopefully with Dean Krisick getting up there in age, he might be able to let the reins down and let this young freshman come forward and show what he has.
So now it's going to be very difficult for this team of Millersville. They need to get out of the end zone or otherwise possibly sacrifice a safety here against this Kutztown defense. So we'll see what Morrill decides to do. Definitely the Kutztown fans are definitely enjoying today. Another big win for Kutztown they're expecting. And Morrill takes the snap and he gets at least out of the end zone. And he'll get at least a few more yards, at least 2 on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, it really did look like he actually might have been safetied there a couple times. Very long run along the end zone with only a couple yards to gain.
So he's at the 5 now, so it'll be 2nd down and 6. As Morrill in the backfield with Bishop and Richardson. So right now, 2nd down, Bishop in motion. Morrill will take the snap, and there's a flag on the play. And it looks to be a false start against Millersville. We'll see what it's on. So it is a false start against Millersville. It looks to be against number 69, Todd Mahady, out of Nazareth, Pennsylvania, majoring in elementary and special education. So this will be now 2nd down and 9 for Millersville. So the next play, Morrill gets brought down right near the line of scrimmage, and it looks like there's a fumble, and they're saying it's recovered by Kutztown, and it is. So a fumble right there for Millersville, and it is recovered by this defense of Kutztown University. Toegba Port II, redshirt sophomore out of Collingdale, Pennsylvania, with the recovery. So Kutztown right in the red zone after the fumble.
Yeah, a fantastic field position for this Kutztown team. I really hope to see them capitalize on it, maybe score a couple extra points. Really cement their victory here today.
With 7:27 to go right here at Andre Reed Stadium. Trying to get more points as they're right on the 3-yard line. So great punt and great defensive effort. Now we'll see if the offense can hold up their end of the bargain. So 1st and goal for Kutztown University. Davis will get the run, and we'll see if he's into the end zone, and he gets pushed by his lineman, and it will be a touchdown. Jordan Davis, a phenomenal run right there as he gets a touchdown for Kutztown University, and it looks like all the running backs have gotten at least a touchdown. I believe that's his first touchdown on the season for Jordan Davis.
Yeah, no, fantastic by the team. Really a team touchdown there to push him into the end zone. Fantastic sportsmanship by this Kutztown team to get their fellow athlete into the end zone.
So now 36-10 with the extra point by David Burns. He missed one earlier as it was just a little too low. And we'll see if he redeems himself, and he does. So 37-10, Kutztown leading after the fumble right there, and that might just possibly keep this game out of reach for Millersville. They tried coming into this game, started out real fast, but unfortunately the injuries have really hurt them in this game, especially losing their captain and quarterback in Colin Shank.
Yeah, absolutely, Noah. But hey, for this Kutztown team, the fire engine is sounding, the team is high flying, and we look to be in a very good position taking on Slippery Rock next week.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it's going to be a very tough. It's definitely going to be a high-scoring game. This offense of Kutztown just keeps improving, and no matter who's playing. And I mean, again, time for that game is still to be determined. But be sure to look at either KutztownFootball.com or KUR's website or Facebook page just to see what time the game is at. You definitely don't want to miss it. So, I mean, but just to let people know, your options are either 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah. I actually think that a 3 o'clock game would be a little more interesting, considering that every single game here this season pretty much has started at 12.
Yeah, except for the homecoming game. So now another low kick by Burns. It will be fielded by Bortz. And he gets brought down after at least a run of 7 yards, so he'll be brought down at the 37 of Millersville.
Yeah, Burns to Bortz there.
Very interesting. Again, this defense of Kutztown University has done phenomenal today, as now they've forced 2 fumbles, and they got an interception earlier by Nick Palmer. I mean, certainly they have been able to capitalize on those turnovers. Big part of where they get these points is just all these turnovers that they are able to create.
Yeah, Noah.
And a flag right there, as looks like a jump right there by the defensive player of Kutztown University, number 72. So it's number 72 with the offsides call. And right now, it's just another encroachment play on today. It's certainly something you got to keep an eye on. Penalties, as we've mentioned all day for Kutztown. Now on the next play, a run by Best, and he's able to get at least, he's actually backed up a few more yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 7 for Millersville.
Yeah, no, very, very interesting run there by Best, trying to keep Millersville in the game here. Also gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, trying to keep it going here for Millersville. So, 2nd down and 7. Best in the backfield with Morrill. And the pass is just too far for Alexander in front of him. Incomplete, but there is another flag as Evan Morrill went down pretty hard, as it could be a roughing the passer on Kutztown. So another crucial penalty on the defense. Earl Voles with the roughing the passer out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's had 12 tackles before coming in today, but certainly one he wishes he could have back. So a new set of downs for Millersville. They get the ball moved all the way out to the 44.
Yeah, no, a lot of penalties on this Kutztown defense in the past 2 weeks. They really need to get better if they're going to be a commemorable foe to Slippery Rock.
7:05 to go, 37-10, Kutztown over Millersville. Morrill will run with it, and he gets brought down real quick, but it looks like it was number 33 with the tackle for Kutztown University. So at least a gain of a yard, so 2nd down and 9. The clock keeps rolling, only 6:40 to go. The sun pretty much is starting to set here at Andre Reed Stadium. Another good day for Kutztown football, just pretty much putting another team, or just scoring a lot of points on this team. And it's intercepted by Kutztown's number 18, and he will be pushed out after a run back of at least 15 yards. A good interception right there by the defensive back. And right now, Kutztown, that's another turnover on the day. Certainly, this defense can stop anybody that comes their way, as that was Mason Pease, the redshirt senior out of King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. 5 total tackles before coming in today. That's his first interception on the season.
Yeah, Noah, that really seems to put the nail in the coffin for this game. Fantastic interception there, and I'm sure the quarterback for Millersville will be very, very sad that that happened to him.
Yeah, his moral, definitely. He threw an interception, and now he just read the Pease just read that pass very good and read it really well. So now 6:20 to go. Nickel will go back on the field, hand it off to Darrell Davis McNeil, and he'll be brought down after a loss of at least a yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Golden Bears. So now that is the 4th turnover on the day for Millersville. 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions. Just another tough day for Millersville. Has been a really tough season for them. Hopefully their program can at least get something going by next season.
Yeah. I mean, winning only one game in the PSAC, sad to say.
It's just really tough. I mean, especially when you're playing against tough teams like Westchester, like Kutztown, and just really competitive football here in the state of Pennsylvania. So this run is right here by Daryl Davis McNeil. Gets a few more yards, so he'll be at least a gain of 4. So 3rd down and 6 for Kutztown University.
Yeah, looks like they're just trying to close out this game here, Noah. Run play after run play.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go.
Climate is starting to get a little colder as the sun seems to be going down earlier because obviously the time change.
Yeah, it's very cold here in the north part of at least East Pennsylvania. Kutztown. So 3rd down, Nichols going to try and run off it, and he will get a first down. A flag in the backfield right near the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if this one's going to be coming back, and it is. It's going to be a holding on Kutztown.
Sad to see. Really is sad to see.
So another penalty on Kutztown, and it looks like they're going to, we'll see what they call. I mean, you would think they would accept it because if they decline it, it's going to be a first down for Kutztown.
Doesn't seem...
Clements.
Yeah, Clements is not a big fan of it.
Looks like Daryl Davis McNeil called for the hold. So they accept it, and it will be a 3rd down and 17 for Kutztown University. As a crucial holding play right there didn't help them, as the clock will keep rolling with 4:30 to go. Right now, Kutztown hoping to end the season perfect, 9-0 in the season, trying to make it 10.
And no, it looks like they're going to have the ability to do that.
So, yeah, so it will be, after a run by Daryl Davis McNeil, it's at least, he's brought down after 10 yards, so it'll be 4th down and 7. And it will be another punt for Kutztown. This is probably the most they've punted all year when you think about it.
Yeah, but I mean, with the the crazy amount of running plays that we're playing right now, just to try to end this game out, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
15 seconds on the play clock. So 3:49 to go here in regulation. And as the punt is fumbled right there by Mulville, and it will be recovered by Millersville, so something going their way as a bad play right there by the special teams as a fumble by Stephen Mulville, and it was recovered by number 30 of Millersville, and so Millersville now starting with good field position with about 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, definitely, Noah. Pretty sad to see the kick muffed like that, but hey, not even this fantastic flying high Kutztown team can stay perfect.
So yeah, something definitely to work on next week. Don't want to pull something like that against Slippery Rock. So now it will be a first down from the Kutztown 35. So good field position for Millersville and Morrill as Bishop, who recovered that punt or the muffed punt. And so Morrill runs with it, and as he gets the first down, Bishop was in motion, and he recovered the fumble punt. That's what I meant to say. As Morrill gets the first down run, so it'll be first down at the 24-yard line of Kutztown.
Yeah, as the clock keeps winding down, looks like this game is going to end with the score at 37-10, unless Millersville can do anything from this optimal field position.
Well, right now they're just going to let's keep the clock rolling, but right now Millersville's only got 2 timeouts. Morrill will run with it again, and he'll be just short of the first down after a run of at least 7. So it'll be second down for Millersville. Again, a phenomenal season by Kutztown University. They've just pretty much dominated all the home games here against any opponent that's come through here, whether it was Assumption, whether it was Gannon, whether it was East Stroudsburg, whether it was Shippensburg. Just phenomenal play all around here at Andre Reed Stadium. And honestly, I think that could be an advantage for Kutztown here as they host a game against Slippery Rock next week.
Yeah, no, like you said, good performances at home here, undefeated, obviously. And hopefully this home field advantage will give Kutztown just the advantage against a tough Slippery Rock
So
team.
an incomplete pass there by Morrill, and as it was on the near side, couldn't find his receiver. It is now 3rd down and 5 for Millersville. And as he breaks a few tackles, Morrill runs on the far side, and he gets brought down after at least a gain of 5 or 6, and we'll see if they give him the... Looks like he's just short, so it'll be 4th and inches. And right now that they look to be going for it. Why not? They haven't gone for a 4th down all day.
Yeah, no, you're right.
As you got 2 minutes to go.
2-minute warning. Haha, we don't have that.
Yeah, we don't have that in here, Jacob. So now Bishop goes in motion. Morrill is going to try and run with it, and he looks to try and reach for it, and it looks like he got it. So it will be a 1st down for Millersville. And the clock will keep rolling with only 1:40 to go. Kutztown leading 37-10 over Millersville. So now 1st down at the 14-yard line. Morrill will go with another run. And they seem to be pushing him all the way to the end zone. And they goes all the way, just a giant pile of players. And they're going to give it to him. Touchdown, Millersville. So at least getting a touchdown right before the end of the game to get something Millersville to smile about.
I actually think that's kind of funny, whereas Kutztown scored their last touchdown in a very similar way, just from not as far out.
Now, yeah, I mean, it's just crazy what football is starting to turn into. You got the linemen and all them just pushing their guys into the end zone. Soon enough, that's going to start becoming like a traditional play in regular football.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you have the size, as these linemen often do, you might as well use it.
It's almost like it's almost like an inverted version of tug of war, like pretty much push them away. Minute 16 to go, an extra point here for Millersville. It's their first touchdown since the first minute of play in the first quarter. As the kick is up and is good, so it's at least 37-17, and a pretty good play right there by Millersville. At least 7 or 8 plays to at least get down the field. Good clock management, at least to keep some time on the field. But obviously this game is out of reach.
Yeah, and going off of what you said about clock management, as of the 3rd quarter, Kutztown had led them 30 minutes to 14.
Yeah, wow. I mean, even before the 3rd quarter even started, they led for at least a half of football. That's just how good it is. I mean, they always talk about possession and control of the ball is something to work on, and usually is how teams dominate over each other. But certainly that's something that Jim Clements is going to try and work on going into next week against Slippery Rock, because if they can control and possess the ball, they should be able to succeed against Slippery Rock.
Well, Noah, as many have said, the offense Slippery Rock can't score when they don't have the ball.
So now minute 16 to go. It'll be another kickoff. As Navarez is back to receive the kick, but it will be number 82 of Kutztown. I believe it's Brown who's going to try and field the kick return for Kutztown University. It's Ibrahim Dione, the redshirt freshman out of Philadelphia. He's only had 1 kick return so far this season. As it kicks away, and we'll see if that stays in bounds, and it won't, so that's going to be a flag, and Kutztown will get good starting position at the 40.
You know, even though they do have this good starting position, it just seems like they're going to try to run out the clock here with only 1 minute and 16 seconds left in the half, or in the game, excuse me.
Well, minute 16, and Eric Nickel just going to try and run out this clock as soon as possible. Kutztown going to go to 10-0. Phenomenal season all around. This entire team has just come together. A lot of good players, a lot of young talent too. Jim Clements has just built a phenomenal football program here at Kutztown University.
Yeah, no, just insurmountable team here this season. My only hope is that they keep this steam going into next week, and even still into the postseason and the playoffs.
As Kutztown was supposed to play Edinburgh, but since they clinched the title, they will play Slippery Rock next week, which is going to be an amazing matchup, and honestly, it's going to be fun. And certainly me and Jacob are going to try and enjoy it next week, as only one more kneel down will pretty much seal the deal for Kutztown. And they'll kneel it down, and that should do it. Kutztown's going to come away with this one. Another phenomenal play for Kutztown University. Eric Nickel, I mean, certainly this wasn't like last year when they won 62-10, but it is still a good job by this Kutztown offense as they get another victory and end the regular season undefeated.
Yeah, no, I mean, this Golden Bears team time and again has surprised me and made me think that, wow, we just have a really, really good football team here and a force to be reckoned with, especially going into these Division II playoffs.
So, looking at today, who do you think deserves the player of the game in our minds?
You know, honestly, at the beginning of the game I was going to give it to Hassan Nablet, but I really think Eric Nickel stepped up here in DeGalbo's absence with, I believe, 2 rushing touchdowns as well as 2 thrown, and a lot of very surprising long runs by Eric Nickel.
Yeah, phenomenal play all around. Some good rushing plays, and scored 2 rushing touchdowns and phenomenal passing touchdowns. Definitely somebody to keep an eye on for Kutztown's future, and it's just another great season here for Kutztown University. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on KUR. Hopefully you enjoyed your presentation of Kutztown Bears football. A phenomenal season. Me and Jacob have enjoyed calling games for everyone here on KUR. We will be back next week here at Andre Reed Stadium. We'll still figure out the time for that game against Slippery Rock in the conference title game. But Kutztown wins here 37-17 for producer Emily Schlegel, for Jacob Leibowitz. I'm Noah Pegler. Have a good rest of your Saturday as Kutztown ends the season undefeated 37-17 over Millersville.
You are listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University's presentation of Golden Bears football. Thank you for a fantastic season. We'll see you in the off season. Have a good one.